BMT. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
On the track.
baby mama terrorist. BMT. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. Riding around, try to play the role as innocent with an evil soul. In public, wearing fake hellos. Behind closed doors, she rocked them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong. Knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat, bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worried about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
All stand, please. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. This honorable court now stands adjourned, sine die. God save the state and this honorable court.
Yeah. Man, it's been a minute up in here. Seems like it's been a month, but it hasn't. Been almost about a week of shit. You know what I mean? And we definitely going to have a good dialogue today because, again, you can't make this shit up. We're going to definitely have a good dialogue. So, yeah, we're going to definitely talk about these baby mama terrorists. We're going to definitely talk about, you know, the conscious community, the pro-blacks. They end up being set up for failure by the same Mother Earth, gods, queens of queens. You know what I mean? We're going to definitely dialogue and talk about this one, y'all. You can't make this shit up. Let's make this shit happen. Yeah. You may be seeing this motherfucker. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to the baby mama terrorist bounty hunters. I'm your host, Mr. Palmer. And what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about a brother by the name of Rashad Jamal. For those who don't know who he is, I'm going to let y'all see his Instagram page. Got a YouTube and everything. I'm sure he got a TikTok. I'm going to let y'all see it right quick. And then I'm going to tell you the reason why we're going to talk about this shit. Yes, I ain't been here for about, 4 or 5 days. Because my brother was here, my oldest brother was here from out of town. So I said, let me go and kick with family. And I know I ain't had no time to do no lives unless I've been on my cell phone. I just said, hey, I ain't took 4 days in a long while. Let me go ahead and do it now. You know, but it was a good Good time seeing my brother and shit, because it's been a couple of years since I seen him. He all the way in the West Coast. You know what I mean? And was able to kick with the family, have a nice time and shit. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the past, talk about what's going on current, and talking about the future. You know what I mean? So, but while I'm taking my break, taking my chill, the baby mama terrorist shit never ends. So, you know, it's still a lot to talk about and ain't going no motherfucking well. But yet motherfuckers still tell me that this shit does not exist. This is the brother right here. This is Page right here. For those who don't know who he is, he got 54,000 followers. He's an author, poet, revolutionary. He is pro-black. He's against white supremacy. And also he have a YouTube page called I Am Rashad Jamal, but also he got a YouTube page, the University of Cosmic Intelligence. You know what I'm saying? He do have a huge following, and even he got himself a baby mama terrorist. You just can't make this shit up. Now, yes, I never heard the brother, but somebody sent me this a couple of weeks ago, and I said I was going to talk about it, you know what I'm saying, when the time was right, and I think it's the time to talk about it today. I don't know if everybody that's in the conscious community know who he is, because I talked to a few, they said, I never heard of him, but, you know, he is one of your brothers. And he did an hour video on this Instagram Live talking about how the baby mama terrorists try to set him up for failure, not once, not twice, but yes, 3 fucking times. 3 times. Calling the police on false allegations. She never went to jail. He lives in Georgia, y'all. Not only that, he fought to get custody of his son. And the courts basically told him to kick the fuck on. But see, we're going to talk about his situation. And we're going to dissect this shit. Because one of the reasons why I'm going to talk about this shit, y'all saw the video that I posted, that little short video about, you know, Walmart is always hiring. Stop complaining about what the man ain't doing and do what you got to do. You see what I'm saying? I'm tired of these stank ass whores sit back talking about what the baby daddy ain't shit. He did beat everything else. And if it's true, or even if it's not true, you do what you have to do as a mother to keep yourself afloat and your children. And I even tell the women, if the man don't want to be involved because he's mad because of a fair relationship, then you raise your son and your daughter the best way you can. If you got your son, what I always say, have a male figure, not a bunch of dudes you met off TikTok, not a bunch of dudes you met off Plenty of Fish, not a bunch of dudes you met off YouTube. What you do, you get your brother, your father, a coach, whatever type of male figure, your uncle. There's no excuse why this little boy don't have no male figure around. He's just around you. Even if you being a great mother, the best mother you can be, he will mimic you. That's just the way it is. Not meaning he's going to be an alphabet, but it's a lot of things he's going to lack for not being around no type of man. But then again, these baby mama tears will sit back and tell me who hurt you and I'm bitter. So I post this shit on my TikTok about the Walmart, and I had a couple of baby mama terrorists come in talking about you bitter. And again, these dumb motherfuckers don't know the definition of bitter. I'm like, you saying the word like that's supposed to hurt me when I know the meaning of bitter means, other than taste and smell, that bitter means to be done unjustly. So if you getting mistreated because of your race, you get mistreated by the police, you get mistreated in family court, you get mistreated even in your own neighborhood, and that person is bitter, they have that right to be bitter, because it's the definition means to be done unjustly. See, the definition they should try to use is miserable. So that's what I'm telling you, man. Never call your baby mama terrorist bitter. Never, because she's never been done anything unjustly. She caused her situation. She got the effect. So now she's miserable. She is not bitter. Men like you who've been trying to be a father, or men like you that went through the bullshit with your baby mama terrorist mother, or you trying to be there for your child, but the child's too manipulated. That's being bitter because you was done unjustly. These baby mama Tears are not bitter. They are miserable. They pitiful. They hate themselves and so on. So I had a couple of baby mama Tears. One say she had no kids. She said she was married, but she was talking shit back and forth with me for like 2 or 3 hours. And the only reason why I kept responding to her because as I kept responding, more people start coming on the video on TikTok. And it started picking. I said, damn, man, let me keep responding to this motherfucker. Then other people start coming in and following and actually putting her in her place. Even though she said all you gotta do is go to court, get a lawyer, and you'll get your kid back. She never not one time said the bitch gotta have any type of accountability. She said she hate whining ass men, especially black men who complain about child support or these baby mama terrorists when all you gotta do is go up to the courtroom and get custody. Because she said her cousin went into the courtroom and got custody. And again, you can't make this shit up. You cannot. Dumb as fuck. Like I say, she say she married, but she's on here for 3-4 hours. She say she take out her husband. I said, you can't be taking your husband sitting here trying to prove to some people on TikTok. You can't make this shit up. But whatever you say. Then you had another one. This one don't show their face. She said, peace be with you, brother. She said she helped men and women get the kids back and shit like this, and said that child support is fair. And then peace be with you, meaning, salam alaikum on Islam. So I'm assuming she one of the black Muslim chicks. And again, I told you these baby mama tears come in all forms, all faiths, all religions, doesn't make a difference. She tagged me, said I need to talk to the Conscious Lee. When I looked up on the Conscious Lee page, he got 15,000 subscribers on YouTube. He got 100-something thousand followers on IG. He's another one. Yeah, the hotel. Yes, and I guess she says that he believes it's the father's fault that while the family structure is fucked up today. So I tagged him in this video to check this out, and I reached out to him on Instagram and say, come on my show and let's see. That was she say. So I'm not gonna believe what she say until I talk to him. And if he do believe that the reason why family is divided shit because of these men, black men, then he really is lost, and he need to come on here and we need to have a real dialogue. See, but I don't entertain no type of baby mama tears. I don't care if you Islam. I don't care if you Jehovah. I don't care if you Baptist. I don't care what faith you in. You come talking this, who hurt you? You must be bitter, and talking about all you got to do is go to court. The court is fair, and it's easy as 1, 2, 3. I don't take you motherfuckers serious. That's why I tell y'all, watch out for these baby mama tears, Al Karens, Al Quishas, Al Senoritas, Al Walla Melanishas, and Al Shaquishas. You know what I'm saying? You can't make this shit up. See, these same motherfuckers that talking about your mama black and this hotel shit are the same hotel niggas that's getting set up for failure. And this brother's one of them. And that's why I say, yeah, we need to talk about this. And also, but at the same time, as he talk about, his situation, I can relate to this. And I'm sure a lot of y'all can relate to this shit. But he's hollering about white supremacy. They want to set him up for failure, which is true. They do want to set him up for failure. But at the same time, you got the Al Keisha that's calling these white supremacists to set you up for failure. You can't make this shit up. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely going to have a good dialogue. We're going to preach today in this motherfucker. We're going to preach today. You're going to think it was Minister Jap in this motherfucker. We're going to have some and everything else, some wells in this motherfucker. On this one, we will. You can't make this shit up. I want to give a shout out to my boy Tola for the $5 donation. He said, we're in here, big dog. Bong, bong, ice cold. Winter is coming, yes. And keep them veins cold. And yes, bong, bong for the motherfucking max. I appreciate y'all. And I hope y'all didn't think, anything happened bad and shit. Ain't nothing happened bad. Just take care of some shit behind the scenes of my family. You know what I mean? The thing about it is, like I said, these baby mama tears want to have no type of accountability. And anytime you call this shit out, they getting their feelings, get triggered, even if it ain't got nothing to do with them, and start talking about your mama black and you bitter and who hurt you. But these the motherfuckers who don't show their face. They follow the page. It ain't like they just come on the page and they don't follow it. They follow the fucking page. They come on here every day, all day. And then they get triggered off a video and they talking about you hate black women. And then say, oh, well, you hate all women. And then they say, you got mama issues. And I'm like, again, you never mentioned my fucking father. You cannot make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. We're going to talk about this. This is his live on Instagram. I don't know why. When you download the video, it don't show the responses on the page when you download it. But when you're on the live, you see all that shit. But he's on his Instagram live. He's not talking to himself. So yes, without further ado, we definitely gonna get this shit started. Couch Gang. Yeah, let's definitely do the Couch Gang donations. And also the first video will be out this week of Couch Gang with Mr. Palmer. I thought I was gonna be able to change the motherfucking the YouTube URL, but they said you gotta have a banner up, which I do. You gotta have 100 subscribers, which I do, but I ain't know the shit had to be a month old. But that's okay. The video will be out sometime by the end of the week. So I did 4 videos. It's getting edited as we speak. And we definitely gonna cook over there as well. But this is the brother right here. Like I say, some people say, I don't know, dude. Some people say they do, but this dude got a huge following, and his brother is finna expose this baby mama terrorist. And the baby mama terrorist name is Darshell. Her name is Darshell. The last name I forgot, but her YouTube is Darshell Music. She's a singer or wannabe singer, whatever you want to call it. And she is a baby mama terrorist, and she loved white daddy, aka government daddy, aka child support. You can't make this shit up. So yeah, let's get this shit started and get this shit cracking. Shit. Man, you just can't make this shit up. But we're gonna dialogue on this motherfucker.
Kai.
Couch Gang.
Peace to the gods and goddesses of Planet Kai. I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on. You feel me? And I'm gonna let y'all know where I stand in this flat out war with me. Give a fuck what government officials watching. I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on, so the police can't tell y'all no different shit. Peace, God. Y'all share the live 3 times. If y'all really rock with me, I got 51,000 followers. Why is only 500 people on here? Y'all share the live 3 times. I'm a document it. Shout out to Toronto. Peace to all the guys and goddesses of Planet Kai. Nah, it's gonna take more than stay strong against war. Nigga, police raided my shit. Yeah, me and my family good, but we not. The police raided my shit and they want me to go turn myself in. And I'm not doing that. So you know how that go. They trying to kill me. And I'm finna go to my house. I wasn't at my house. I'm on the road doing speeches and shit. All right, so I'm gonna let it hit 600 first. Now I'm on my way to the crib. If I was in the crib, boy, them people would have tried to come in and run on that killer nigga in his sleep, all type of shit. We gonna talk about it. All right, so we at 600. All right, so first let me start by saying peace to the gods and goddesses of Planet Kai. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. All right, so as many of you know, I'm a black activist and I stand for righteousness. I speak out against pedophilia. I speak out against racism. I speak out against police brutality. I speak out against this corrupt justice system. Anybody follow me know what I stand for. Okay, so y'all know the way the matrix works. Whenever we get a leader or somebody that's speaking out, the system will either try to flat out kill that person or jail them behind false allegations. So it's been brought to my attention that the police ran in my house. I wasn't there. But if I was there, nigga, y'all know how that would have went. It's only me, my wife, and my kids. So what y'all gonna come kill me, my wife, and my kids? I hope the police watching. They said the U.S. Marshals. So this the feds. U.S. Marshals ran to my crib. All right. Now, my wife ended up talking to them on the phone because she got a call from her mom. You know what I'm saying? So my wife like, what the fuck? Fuck y'all come to our crib for? We already know what it is, though. If you come to my crib, you coming to my crib for because of what I stand for. Y'all get what I'm saying? Everybody watch me know what I stand for. Everybody know I'm in full-fledged fuck the country. So I'm somebody that the government won't dead. I'm somebody that the government won't in jail. No different than they did Motolo Shakur. Now, let's get deep. Everybody been watching me know that I've been going through drama with the mother of my child because she's low vibrational. And she's trying to be a music artist. I've been married damn near a year. Right? I haven't been around the mother of my child. Actually, last time I seen her was May, a few months ago when she took my son. Y'all remember that? But before I seen her in May, I ain't seen her since last, September? And we ain't been in a full-fledged relationship since January 2020. January 2020, me and my baby mama was beefing. So I went my separate way because she didn't want me doing what I'm doing now, teaching. When I got with my wife, that's when I went public. When I tried to do this around my baby mama, it was all drama. So let me tell y'all how it went.
I want to give a shout out to Tola for the $2 donation. He said, run it, ooh, my voice. Black Heart. Shout out to my brother. Now, you heard what he said. He said when he was trying to be a public speaker, when he was trying to tell his truth, when he was trying to save the black community, his baby mama Terrence ain't like that shit. And ever since he moved on, she been trying to set him up for failure. This ain't the first time this shit been going on. He been calling this shit out for quite a while. Now, I don't know the other videos. I ain't checked out the videos. But here's one of the things that y'all need to know. Yes, he said, fuck this country. He says he's anti-government. I'm anti-government. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he's trying to say that white supremacy is trying to get him. But who is the one called? Who's the one who's calling white supremacy? Who is the one who's running to government daddy? Who is the one who's getting these marshals to come to your house? Who is that? It ain't Jim Crow Joe. Hell, it ain't even Donald Trump. Matter of fact, it ain't even Richard Spencer. It's the baby mama terrorists. So I get it when he said that, he's already at high risk if what he teaches, when he talk about white supremacy, when he talk about the black community, stuff like that, yeah, the more you do stuff like that, yeah, you at risk. But again, who's the one that's making these phone calls? Who's the ones that's trying to set you up for failure? Yeah, white supremacy wants you to be set up for failure. But who's the one that's doing the actual calling and running to them? See, that's what we need to talk about. Let's go all the way to the beginning of who's trying to lure you and set you up for failure. Again, it's these Al Quishas, Al Keishas, Al Watermelonishas. So we gotta go into the house first. We can't talk about the white supremacy. Let's talk about what's going on in your community. You got your baby mama Terry trying to set you up for failure. You can't make this shit up. But let's continue.
So I decided to move on to better myself. My baby mama, when you start becoming very vindictive, her name is Darshell Smith. We're gonna put the bitch right on blast. Since she want to send the police after me, we're gonna put the bitch right on blast, boy. You hear me?
He said her name is Darshell Smith. Her name is Darshell Smith. He put on blast. I give it to him. That's why I tell y'all men, you have to call this shit out. You got to call these baby mama tests out, spread awareness, because they will try to lie on you, set you up for failure. They don't give a fuck about you being a pro-black. They don't give a fuck about you being even a white supremacist. They don't give a fuck about you being a police. They don't give a fuck about you being a CEO. They don't give a fuck about you being a leader of anything or any type of organization. They don't give a fuck about you. When they get mad and want to set you up for failure, they will set you up for failure. They don't give a fuck about your what you do, what you got going on, what could happen. Because even though if he lose, then everybody lose, the people he take care of and support, they don't give a fuck. They will sabotage the whole fucking world. Why you think your fucking community is fucked up? Because these black baby mama terrorists sabotage the motherfucker. Yeah. And how many of y'all dealt with women who got their shit going on. But now they see you having your shit going on. They don't like that. They want to sit back and downplay what you doing and say your shit is garbage and they shit is uppity. Maybe because she got a degree. Maybe because she in a different profession, a lawyer, a teacher, a nurse. And maybe because since you say, well, I want to be a public speaker, she say, that's a pipe dream. Maybe you say you want to be a journalist. She say, that's a pipe dream. That's beneath me. But yet, that's the same motherfucker that dealt with you when you was lower the totem pole and possibly wasn't worth a damn. But she took you in because she thought she could make you her robot. And now that you changed the laws in your mind, now all of a sudden you ain't going against the code. So now you're a piece of shit ass deadbeat. You can't make this shit up. These black mother earths. See, you heard what he said. Once he moved on, washed his hands, got tired of toxic, and decided to go ahead and end up getting with somebody that support him, is down with him, and love him from him. Now all of a sudden she mad. She don't like that shit. Now it's time to set this nigga up for failure. You cannot make this shit up, fellas. And one of the brothers say, yeah, he speaks the truth. But look at the same baby mama terrorist, black queen, that's trying to sabotage a man that speaks the truth. Before y'all can talk about the white man, you got to talk about these Al-Quishas, these Al-Keishas, these Al-Wallamelnishas, these black-ass feminist bitches. These the ones you got to check first. You got to fix home first before you can fix over there at white supremacy land. You got to fix home first. Let's continue, though.
Listen, because I'm not only finna expose her, I'm gonna expose the system. All right? Check game. The mother of my child, Darshell Smith, all right, she's on here. This her Instagram name, y'all. Blow her shit up. Blow her shit up. This her shit. Let me pin her shit. And I hope the police watching. I hope the U.S. Marshals, feds watching, because y'all ain't trying to come for me off no shit that bitch said. Y'all want to come for me because of what I stand for. Fuck out of here like I'm stupid. Boom. That's the bitch Instagram. Give her some clout. Because you know when it gets to the point where you send the police to my crib, all right, that's different. That's a whole different thing. That's a whole different ball game. All right. So I wasn't even finna go live with this shit, but my wife and my wife's father, which is my father-in-law, was like, "No, you should let your people know what's going on, especially if you stand where you stand. This what you got a voice for." All right. So let's flag.
I want to give a shout out to his father-in-law. I want to give a shout out to the father-in-law because as a man, he's telling him to another man, from one man to I'm assuming this a old school man, and he's a young man, and he's telling him, you got the power to call this shit out. You have the power to speak your truth. You have the power to spread awareness. What's up, Lawrence? You have that power. And that's what I'm telling you. You have the power to spread awareness and tell your truth. Don't let these baby mama terrorists set you up a failure and lie on you and set you up, and you don't call this shit out. Spread the word with the receipt so others don't go through this, or some motherfuckers that's falling for the bullshit see what it really is. Because a lot of these baby mama terrorists pray that you don't say nothing. They pray you keep your mouth shut. And a lot of us do, because why? We don't want to make it worse than it has to be. Again, it can't be no worse of them calling you all types of low-life deadbeats, not trying to be a father, and running from child support and sleeping on the couch like I do for a living. See, you can't make this shit up. So shout out to the father-in-law for telling him to speak your truth and call this shit out. Not that, oh, well, you know, hey, brother, it is what it is. Regardless of what she do, you still need to, you know, do your part. That's just the way it is. And, you know, don't antagonize her. It ain't gonna do no but get worse. Even though she's setting you up for failure, just bend over the other way and let her get the right side and not just the left side. Man, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, so shout out to him, man. Let's continue.
Back. I break up with the mother of my child. I go through a few months of depression because I wasn't able to be with my son. All right. And then I meet my wife. Y'all know my wife, Zakia White. You know what I'm saying? That's who y'all hear laughing. That's who y'all hear joking all the time. That's who y'all fell in love with. Everybody know who my wife is. All right. This is my wife right here. You feel me? That's who make me smile. That's who encouraged me to keep making music. Why y'all think I started putting music back out? Because of her right there next to me. That's my wife. All right. She's also pregnant right now, 1 month. So we got a baby on the way. Now, check gang. You ain't never seen me with nobody else. Anybody that follow me publicly, I'm out with my wife and my kids doing shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Having fun. You know what I'm saying? Living life, seeing shit, teaching y'all. You know what I'm saying? Teaching my people, standing 10 toes in this revolution. You hear me? That's who make me smile. That's who helped get me through that depression when the mother of my child did what she did. All right. But that was last year, y'all. You know what I'm saying? When she stopped me from seeing my son, y'all know how vindictive bitches get. I wasn't tripping. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go through the courts of Georgia. I'm going to go through the courts of Georgia to get my son, or so I thought. I don't see my son none September last year, October last year, November last year, none of that. My birthday came, my solar. Go look at my picture on my own Facebook that I posted on my wall on my solar day, November 22nd. Boy, I was sad as hell. You know why? Because I didn't get to talk to my son. You feel me? Like all this shit y'all see, this me and my wife, this me smiling through the pain, boy. This me smiling past the pain. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never wished nothing bad on the mother of my child, regardless of what she was doing to me with my son. And when I was with the mother of my child, she got 3 kids. My son make 4. I took care of all 3 of them kids and her over a 3-year period. I helped her with her music. Go look at her music. You're gonna see every video she put out. That was me. I put her with my video director, shot by Reginald, people like that. I plugged her in. My people that I fucked with was fucking with her. This is a fact. But when she did what she did, I had to go my separate way. You feel me? So when I went my separate way, here she go, you can't see your son. So I didn't see my son November, December, January, February, March, April. Now we in May. All because she didn't want me to be with this goddess right here, y'all. It's this. She don't want me with my wife. I got a text from the mother of my child saying in her text last year, if you can't be with me, ain't nobody gonna have you.
Now, how many of y'all went through that? Y'all moved on with y'all life. You get with another woman, or you have another child, another woman, or you get married, or you get remarried, or, you know what I'm saying, you live in a Freudian lifestyle and you got you a friend. How many of y'all went through that, and when the baby mama Terrence found out, she either run to the courts or she keep the children from you, or both, all because you moved on, because she fucked up and caused her demise of a good man. I can relate to that. See, but then these motherfuckers run around and say that he didn't want to be a father. He sleeps on the couch. Draw my headset. He sleeps on the couch. He running for child support. He don't want to be a father. And shit like that. But the actuality is the father fought to be in his children's lives. The father had receipts and told the truth. But guess what? The majority still sided with the baby mama terrorists. See, I can relate to that. See, when I left the bullshit toxic because I got tired of dealing with a baby mama terrorist and the fuck shit, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, I'm running for child support. You know what I'm saying? So how am I running for child support and I served you papers? How am I a deadbeat when I said I'll still pay child support? I just want equal parent time. I ain't give a shit about child support in the first place. If I didn't want to be a father, why would I have served you papers? You didn't serve me no papers. I served you papers. I asked for equal parent time. You wanted sole custody. I had receipts of you alienating me from my kids for a whole year. When you was riding around with Ira, a married nigga, telling him like you got me on a leash. And that was false. You can't make this shit up. All because I moved on. And now all of a sudden it's because of who I'm with. But yet, you telling everybody else, your friends, your family, and motherfuckers at that bitch ass job, that I'm running for child support. when all you gotta do is look up the Cook County records and you'll see the truth. But they're not gonna do no shit like that. They'll just say that it must be true because she said so. Now I will go back to what he said. He said she had 3 kids and he had sex with her and her son, and the son became number 4. And he said he took care of her kids as well as her and his own son. I don't take care of the niggas' kids. I don't take care of the niggas' kids. That I don't do. To each his own. To each his own. But these baby mama tears is quick to sit back and talk about some man don't want to be father. He don't want to do shit. All this jive, but never tell the truth when it comes of that man fighting in the court system. This is why I tell y'all, you have to tell your story. You have to call this shit out to the T. Even if your kids still believe what she say and alienate it, you let the world know that this bitch is a piece of shit. And keep your motherfucking veins cold and wash your hands and move the fuck on and walk on by like Isaac Haynes and live your motherfucking life because you only live once. See, this is what I don't understand about a lot of these black pros, because you call these bitches queens, gods, and mother earths, but these same queens, gods, and mother earths are the ones saying you're for failure. I'm talking about these fake ass feminist black queens. These wannabe queens that should never be queen. That should never be saved. That should never be led. Should never be saved to be married to. Should not be protected. You can't sit back and say all women or, well, all black women are fucking queens, because that's not true. Because all men ain't no motherfucking kings. See, I gotta let Denzel speak for Malcolm X on that shit.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
I want to give a shout out to Essential Entities for the 499 donation. She said, salute to you and the family doing God's work out here with the truth. That's all I'm trying to do. And the truth should set us free. But see, a lot of these black whores will sit back and get mad at me and say, who hurt you? You better. Your mama black. And I'm broke and I ain't got shit. You can't make this shit up. Shout out to Essential Entities.
Biatch.
Oh, wrong one, G. Wrong one, G. Shout out to Essential Entities, man. My bad, G. Want to give a shout out to my boy Kwame for the $5 donation. He said, where the Taliban's when you need them? They over there on the other side of the world. They need to come over here and X out these fake ass domestic terrorists. Shout out to you, my brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Total for the $5 donation. He said, when I finish my man cave in my basement, you're welcome anytime you in town. This means war. Blackfish, black heart. Like I said, keep them veins cold, fam. 100%, fam. Shout out to D-Mac, the trucker, for the $5 donation. He said, I went through the same thing with my baby mama tears. Now she's pregnant. Now by her sympathy force, her husband, and he was there in court when I was going through my stuff. Shake my head. Yeah, he's sympathy force. He definitely coming to a bitch defense. You know how that go.
Here I come to save the day.
Yeah, 100% fact. Shout out to you, my brother. And you know what, though? The thing about it is, with y'all black ass queens that support this brother right here, that y'all say is a real dude, you say he's a king of kings, you says that he's a god. Now he's calling this bitch all type of bitches and hoes, because that's exactly what she is. She is a baby mama terrorist. But y'all not gonna talk about him. Y'all gonna say that, you know, it's not fair, brother, it's not right. But when somebody like me or one of the fellas in here say something, it's who hurt you, your mama black, and you hate women. You can't make this shit up. I told you, these motherfuckers will sit back and pick and choose who's right. They don't care about the truth. It depends on who it is. Then they say, okay, it's true. But since I don't like you, it ain't true. But the fact of the matter is,
You can't handle the truth.
yeah, oh yeah, we're gonna cook today in this motherfucker talking about this shit. Like I said, ain't no man exempt from a baby mama terrorist. Black, white, Hispanic, Latino, Chinese, Indian, Japanese, Arab. Not in this motherfucking country, it don't matter. It's a gender biased ass system. Don't mean shit. So y'all motherfuckers sit back and call these motherfuckers gods, Mother Earth, queens of queens, and everything else. But I guarantee you, you was not exempt when it come to family court, when them bitches run up in there to set you for failure. Again, you don't believe me? Ask my man, Jacob Blake. He got shot 11 times in his back. He's paralyzed with a couple $1 million because of the same gods that y'all worship, Mother Earth, that he decided to leave Kenosha because she knew that her head was gonna get chopped off. Because what? The truth is what it is, and when it's all said and done,
Truth is what it is.
yeah. See, that was your white supremacy that got him shot 11 times in the back. That's why that cop ain't go to jail, and that's why that cop did not get fired because of the police video record that when she called the police and said all that shit to make him out to be a motherfucking terrorist. And far as they concerned, he did his job. But I understand you don't like the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
But we gonna call out today, motherfuckers. Let's continue. Let's continue.
Oh, you don't want to be with me? You can't see your son. All right? Now, peep game. I ain't tripped about none of that. Y'all ain't never hear me giving her no lectures, none of that. I kept teaching as if everything A-okay. This is why when May came up this year, I sent out a tweet. I'm like, damn, y'all, my baby mama just hit me because I had brought my mom in town for Mother's Day. I'm like, hey, my baby mama just hit me, y'all. Hopefully I get to see my son. I'm like, but I know she a police-ass bitch. All right? For you to understand what I was going through with the mother of my child, I'm going to keep it all the way thorough with y'all. We was together 3 years, going on 4. Year 1, I fucked up. It was my fault. I made certain mistakes and did certain things that shouldn't have been done and said. And I'm being real with y'all because y'all my followers. I'm real over rich. I don't hold nothing from y'all. Y'all follow me. Y'all sit in the university. Y'all learn from me. We laugh together. We joke together. Real talk. I ain't no celebrity or none of that shit. I'm a regular guy like you. You feel me? So
you already said, he said that he fucked up. He did some shit. He's taking accountability. Why these baby mama terrorists can't take no accountability? I do not know. They never have no type of accountability. And I want to give a shout out to John King, but I want to say what he just said to me. He said, baby mama terrorist just fucked my car up, Judge Palmer. I hope you call the police. I hope you press charges. And I hope you sue her civil for fucking up your shit. And I do hope while she locked up that you get custody and run for primary custody. Because actually, truthfully, what I really would have hoped, I don't want you to do, but if you could get away with it, give them that MGK. Because far as I'm concerned, she's breaking in your vehicle and she's trying to put a bomb in it. So I think she should be MGK'd, if y'all know what I mean. You can't make this shit up. But I do hope, brother, I pray for you in that type of situation. I never went through this type of situation. I hope you call the police. I hope you press charges. I hope you got it on tape. And I hope you run to court and get temporary primary custody, because they're not going to give it to you full time. They're going to make it temporary instead of just giving it to you. But if you would have did that, you would get no custody at all. You can't make this shit up. We as men definitely have to take accountability because, again, I tell y'all this. We might didn't know in the beginning what we was dealing with, but when we saw the signs, we ignored it, made excuses for it. Different factors, because we got kids together, because she got money, she put me on my feet. We could be a good power couple, maybe it was something I did. Nah, when you get that sign of who the fuck this bitch is, you take your motherfucking shit and move the fuck on and quit worrying about what you got to lose. What you got to gain dealing with a baby mama terrorist that's toxic, setting you up a failure and trying to hate on you because you better than yourself, even though she's doing just as good. You can't make this shit up. See, the problem is we stay around a situation trying to make false ass excuses and shit, but then when shit don't go right or when shit go up downhill to the max, now you talking about what the fuck and it ain't my fault. No, you got to take some type of accountability. So shout out to him for taking some accountability. Let's continue.
now, she was using my son against me all this time, but you know what? I'm not tripping. I'm going to go through the courts of Georgia. And guess what the courts of Georgia told me? I can't get a blood test unless she asked for it. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. So that's the system? That's the system in this country. Y'all allow a mother to take a child and the father not be in his life because the baby only came out of her pussy. But the last time I checked, I am the seed carrier. So that's our child. I don't even understand America. Why the fuck I got to go through y'all courts anyway to get something that belongs to me?
Hey, he just answered a good question. He asked a good question. He asked a good question. And I want y'all to understand, he tried to go in court and fight. Because, you know, all these baby mama terrorists sit back and tell you that all you got to do is go to court. You go to court. Hey, man, you get your custody. You get your equal parenting. You get sole custody. You get permanent custody. This is a walk in the park. The problem is a lot of you men don't want to go out there and fight. You won't even sign the birth certificate. That's what I say. These whores are trying to make anything try to justify why you didn't get custody, not why she's abusive to the kids, not why she's neglecting the kids, not why she's alienating you from the kids, not why you're set up for failure against this baby mama terrorist. You just can't make this shit up. But let me explain something to this brother right quick. See, he's saying that because she got a fucking pussy. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it. You know, y'all doing this shit because y'all look out for these whores. Y'all look out because she got that pussy. But the truth of the matter is, it ain't the fact that she got the pussy hole. It's the fact that they're most beneficial to government daddy. Y'all know this. $51 billion a year they get in child support. They don't benefit off the man having custody. Hell, they don't benefit the man having equal custody because if it do, that's less money in the cookie jar. But it's a benefit when these baby mama terrorists run to the court and put you on child support versus you, the man, putting a woman on child support. That's why the women don't go through the same penalties for not paying their child support versus a man. They don't give a fuck about you being a pro-black, bruh. Don't think because you're a black man going up in family court, they just doing that to you because of white supremacy. Actually, they do it to anybody. White supremacists, black supremacists, it doesn't make a difference. Gang member, Richard Spencer, Al Sharpton, it doesn't matter. Adolf Hitler, it don't matter who go up in that courtroom trying to fight to be a father. 9 times out of 10, you'll be set up for failure and you'll be a visitor every other weekend. Another thing he have to understand is when you're not married, and it's just not in Georgia. Georgia's fucked up, but it's not in Georgia. It's majority of these motherfucking states. If you're not married, you have no type of parenting rights. You have no type of parenting rights. If you're not married, having kids out of wedlock, you have zero parenting rights. You don't believe me? Look it up. Maybe a few states maybe still alive, but it don't. And the first thing they tell you to do, you have to sign an acknowledgement of paternity. And that's when you sign that paper like my dumb ass did, because I want to say, hey, these are my kids, which they are, because I want to fight for equal parenting time. But the actuality, they want you to sign that paper. So when they put you on child support, you can't say, these ain't my kids. And also, if you actually do a drop and find out these kids ain't yours, it's too late. You sign the birth certificate, you got to pay. You got to pay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It don't matter what state you're in. If you're married, you're supposed to have equal parenting time by law. But if you're not married, you have no motherfucking rights. I'm tired of people sitting back talking about well, you still have rights even if you're not married. That's a motherfucking lie. Most states, I'm going to say most, I can't say all. Most states will tell you you have no rights. That's why I told people when I first started this YouTube platform, if you get along with your baby mama or your girlfriend y'all got a child and y'all ain't got no issues going on, tell her you want to get an acknowledgement of paternity. It costs $200-something, and you sign the papers, and the judge sign off. That's it. Ain't got nothing to do with child support. It ain't got nothing to do with parenting time. It's just saying that you acknowledge that you are the father, just in case y'all never get married. Because if you try to do it after the fact, that's some bullshit, and you being set up for failure. So, like I said, don't fall for the rhetoric that is just the black man and it's white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? Government daddy don't give a fuck about you when it comes to family court. Now, if you want to talk about all the other courts, that's a different story. But family court, which is a fake ass court anyway, not even real judges that run this motherfucker. But that's the only court that's not racial discrimination. It's gender bias to the motherfucker T. So yeah, it ain't just Georgia, and it ain't just you, and it ain't just black men either. The reality is, any man come up in there, especially if you're unwedded, what's going to happen is you have to get a acknowledgement of paternity. As far as this blood test, you cannot go in there and get a blood test unless the baby mama terrorists say so. And 9 out of 10, she's not going to do it anyway. Acknowledgement of paternity, that's what it's called. Acknowledgement of paternity. But like I said, the motherfuckers want you to sign that shit when you're going through court because they want your ass to be on child support, and you can't do nothing about it after that because you signed that paper. Hey, it look like we got 148 watch. We got 99 likes. Let's definitely get the likes up. That's one thing that is free. You know what I'm saying? I'm cooking this motherfucker. Let's continue.
You feel me? I tried y'all way. We going through a custody battle for me to get my son now. I'm working on getting a lawyer, and then here she come in May. When my mama came in town. Y'all remember that? IMB Timmy got the fucking video. It's on YouTube right now. Google Rashad Jamal baby mama. You're gonna see me going to the police station with my son. Now let's do dates, y'all. This date was May 4th. Let's go to May 4th, y'all. This May 4th. There she go right there, Darshell Smith. May 4th. $2,000 for child support for Zaza. May 4th, 4:24 p.m. The agreement was you can see your son for a week. When I talked to her that day, I said, damn, why you ain't even let me see my son? Because you don't want to be with me. You don't want to be no family. You fucked your family up. How the fuck is you going to say I fucked my family up? Bitch, I ain't got to be with you.
And this is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. He sent her $2,000 for child support. Yeah, he's smart to put child support. And for Zaza, that's his son. But the problem is, one, I'm not sending no $2,000 in this motherfucker. That's one. I don't give a fuck if I got $1 million. You gonna get a motherfucking $100 in the blunt in the mouth. You ain't allowing me to see my motherfucking son or my daughter, and I ain't on child support. Yeah, I'll give you a couple $100, like $200-300. I'm not giving you no $2,000. The only reason why I give you the $200 or $300 because if you ever go to court and I gotta pay child support, I can say, well, I was paying this, so I don't have no fucking rearage. I'm not paying no $2,000. I have nothing to prove in this motherfucker. Nothing. Because to me, all it prove is you just a motherfucking sucker that I'm getting over using your son as a motherfucking pawn. You can't make this shit up. I have nothing to prove paying you $2,000, $11,000, and motherfucking $300. You know what I'm saying? Like me, since you caused all this friction, all this havoc and manipulating and all these lies about me, I pay what the judge say, and that's it. You need any motherfucking extras? Walmart is always hiring, bitch. I ain't got nothing for you. You a motherfucking fool to sit back and pay some bitch extra money to a bitch who's alienating you, who's manipulating the child, who got the child hating you, got people believing everything she say, that's hating you, lying on you, trying to stain your name and shit. Even if your veins cold and you still living your life, you do not give no bitch like that extras. Do you let a motherfucker break in your house and then you let him come in and then you let him slide even though you got the ups on him to bust a cap in his ass? Or you gonna sit back and say, well, you know, you take what you want, man. It's all good. Go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my daddy black too. Right. They don't mention my daddy because they swept it down. I ain't had one. But yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm doing this to help you, baby mama terrorists. Walmart is always hiring. This the app right here. Seriously, that's the app. Click on it. It's the app. If y'all need a motherfucking job, talking about what the nigga ain't doing and he ain't shit and he don't want to be a father, then pull yourself up by your bootstraps, better yourself, get yourself in order, and focus on you and your kids. But y'all not gonna do that. You're gonna wait on him to send you $2,000. Like I tell y'all, keep your veins cold. You don't, that's giving her reward. Like, thank you for doing your evil deeds. Thank you for keeping my son. Thank you for sending me y'all. Thank you for alienating my mama from seeing her grandson or granddaughter. You can't make this shit up. You give her $200 or $300 a month and say child support. You don't give her no $2,000. She ain't worth $2,000. Fuck all that shit. You keep the veins cold. No, and also, if y'all don't like Amazon, I understand people don't like Amazon. Also, you don't like Walmart. You don't like Walmart. You can also go to Amazon. This is the real link for Amazon. Because at Amazon, hey, they give you a yearly raise. You don't work like a slave. And they'll pay 100% of your college if you want to go to school. Since y'all the most educated motherfuckers, but only worth $5. And yes, they do not do drug tests either. So if you smoke your crack, your weed, your whatever you're smoking, go to Amazon. But yeah, you don't give no motherfucking bitch no $2,000, not no baby mama terrorists. Now, if y'all get along and y'all cool, y'all don't have no issue, she ain't manipulating the child and stuff like that, you want to give her $100,000. I understand. But you don't give nobody no just due for something they don't earn and they don't deserve. No, I don't give. You have nothing to prove giving this bitch $2,000 except you one of these stupid ass motherfuckers that I speak on.
Here I come to save the day.
Fuck all that. Fuck all that. See? You can't make this show, but let's continue.
If you mistreating me, I don't have to be with you. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to go live life and be better. But you telling me I can't see my son because I don't want to be with you. So May 4th, I give her $2,000 for child support, and I'm like, the agreement is for me to get my son for a week. All right. May 5th, the very next day, I have thousands of witnesses. I wake up to phone calls from Barrow County Police. Remember this county I'm saying, y'all? Barrow County Police. It's a white racist bitch. I don't give a fuck about your badge, bitch. The little white racist bitch on the phone. Hey, you better bring that baby back. I'm telling the cop, like, listen, man, I'm still his father. She just agreed to let me pick my son up yesterday. My mom is in town. It's Mother's Day week. It's me, my mom, my wife, and my daughter. We don't care about none of that. That is not your child. How the fuck you gonna tell me that this is a phone call? I'm on the phone with her, y'all, with the police, y'all. Keep in mind, Barrow County. I want y'all to keep that county in y'all mind for a reason. We're gonna keep talking. All right. They so racist in Barrow County, y'all. Even if she told you I'm the father, why is you on the phone like, you better bring that baby back and you ain't the father? I'm like, listen, how you gonna tell me I'm not the father? The white racist cop tell me on the phone, y'all, you ain't the father because in the state of Georgia, the law says that if you didn't marry Darshell Smith, that is not your son. So you have to go through you have to go through court and get that child legitimized. I'm on the phone like, what, bitch?
And you know what? And that's what I want to tell the brother. Even if you was talking to a black cop, if you was talking to a black marshal, if you was talking to a black judge, they would tell you the same shit. It doesn't matter. Yeah, she might be racist. She might be Klan. And I do know about that county. Yeah, they racist shit like that. But the truth of the matter is, if you're not married, and even though the baby mama Terry say you are the father, you're not the father by law because you don't have acknowledgement of paternity. See, it don't make a difference. It don't make a difference who you was. You're a man with your son. You got to have paperwork, acknowledgement of paternity. They won't even honor if you sign a birth certificate. That's most states. That's not just Georgia or that particular county. You see what I'm saying? You have to know your state laws. You have to know about this shit. But see, I'm a stupid motherfucker. I'm just a dumb nigga off Cottage Grove. See, I don't know no better. But when I tell these baby mama terrorists this shit, they tell me I'm lying. They tell me a lot of fathers get custody. I said, well, why only 17.5% men get custody? That's 1 out of every 6. They tell me because they not going to court. I said, so 17.5% of men in the nation, because you say you work for the county, you say you work for the government, or you say you work for helping men get custody, you telling me that you don't see a problem with only 17.5% of men getting custody or equal parenting. You can't make this shit up. These the queens that we supposed to serve and protect.
I can't see.
Wrong one. Them the ones talking on TikTok. Talking about I need to talk. And then they said I need to talk to the conscious Lee. And that's why I'm tagging him, so we can talk a dialogue and see if he believe in the same shit that these baby mama terrorist whores believe in. Because if he do, then he's definitely misled, just like this brother's misled. Everything ain't always just about white supremacy. I'm gonna keep it real with you. When it comes to this court system, they don't give a fuck about no white supremacists, black supremacists, none of that shit. All they give a fuck about that $51 billion. They don't give a fuck who the fuck you is. And yes, that's the way it is when it comes to government daddy. If you're not married, you having kids out of wedlock, you don't have no acknowledgement of paternity. They don't give a fuck about that birth certificate unless the bitch put you on child support and then you say that's not my child. They say, well, you signed a birth certificate. But when you fight for your rights, they say you don't have no rights because you didn't sign the acknowledgement of paternity. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. So yeah, even though the baby mama terrorist police officer might be Klan and everything else, but she's telling you actually the truth. She's actually telling you the truth. It ain't got nothing to do with you being a black, pro-black hotel, whatever the fuck you is. Had nothing to do with that. And also, you need to double back and talk about the baby mama terrorist who called the white supremacist to get the baby, even though she told you can have the child, but the next day she got the child back. So in other words, let's go back to this $2,000. So what it seems like to me, he paid her $2,000 so he could spend time with his son. She used the child up for ransom. And since she got the money, you got the son, she told you a week, but she did it for a day. She called the police. Now, if you don't get the child back, it's kidnapping. You cannot make this shit up. But these are the queens we're supposed to protect, honor, and also lead and possibly obey. You can't make this shit up. Let's continue. Oh, yeah. This her motherfucking face right here. This her. Darshell Smith. Her YouTube is Darshell Music. The reason why I couldn't tag her name in again, because she only got 400 something subscribers. You can't tag her name, so I did a hashtag. You can't make this shit up. And that's why I say never, ever negotiate with no terrorists.
I gotta go through the courts and do what? So you telling me in Georgia, the law is that that's not my son because I didn't marry her? That's the law?
Yes, that is the fucking law. And I have to let my boy speak.
Truth is what it is.
It don't make it right. It don't make it fair, but truth is what it is. And that's what I'm telling you, men. You need to understand what you're dealing with when you're dealing with these whores when it comes to the state that you live in. You have to, because a lot of you are misguided because you thought that, just like I did, they're for what's right, they're for the best interest of the child. They don't give a fuck about that child. Actually, they hoping for her to really fuck up so they can take the child and put him into the ward of the state. That's what the truth is. But as long as she got the child, she can reap the benefits off you, and they can reap the benefits off both of you. You can't make this shit up. Hey, honey 6ix9ine, you cannot make this shit up. But let's continue.
Man, fuck y'all law. I hung up on that bitch. Police, I hung up on that bitch. This is what I mean in the country, by you got to stand for something and you'll fall for anything. Nigga, what? And we going to keep going through this as a people? I'm just using my situation. It gets way deeper than that with the system and the courts. But let me use mine. Georgia, Barrow County Police told me May 5th, that's not your son because you didn't marry her. In the state of Georgia, the law says if you didn't marry her, you have to go through court and get the child legitimized.
And again, it's not just in Georgia. It's not just in Georgia. You got this shit going on in Illinois. You got it going on in Michigan. You got it going on in Florida. You got it going on in New York. You got it going on in California. You got it all over the motherfucking nation. See, again, I'm the dumb nigga off Cottage Grove, and all you got to do is walk into the court system and you'll get custody. Like the horse said on TikTok, her name Mojo. She say she got no kids. She say she married, and she say she make more money, and she could pay for my lawyer and get me custody. You can't make this shit up. And then you have one of these Shalom Aleichem motherfucker bitches who come on there talking about this what she do. She help people get fathers, and fathers don't do X, Y, Z when all they got to do is go to court and get custody. And then she said that I should talk to the conscious lead. I really hope he respond back to my inbox on Instagram. He come on the show, and let's definitely check out and see, do he believe this same rhetoric that these motherfucking baby mama terrorists believe in? Because he do have a lot of women followers. And you know what I say about these niggas that got majority of women followers? They will not go against the motherfucking code. But we'll see, because we're going to dialogue as adults and men and talk about shit. Maybe get some knowledge and take heed to it, and then maybe I get some knowledge from him. And I hope he do respond back to this shit. So I tagged him on here, and I tagged him on, I sent him an inbox on Instagram, because we're going to definitely talk about this shit. See, the problem is a lot of these motherfuckers sit back and cater to these baby mama terrorist whores that don't deserve to be catered to. And then they come to these bitches' defense that do not deserve to be protected or shielded because they getting themselves set up for failure. This dude gave this bitch $2,000 to keep his son for a week and only had him for a day. Police called, and they actually telling you the truth. I understand you don't like it or can't handle it, but truth is what it is. Yes, that's how it is in Georgia and everywhere else. Welcome to our world, pimp.
Boy, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. This is why I preach what I preach. This is why the ancestors send me, because this is end game. This is the end of the system. This shit over with. Look how y'all been treating us. I'm a great father out here.
Now he talking about how the ancestor raised him to do what he do. Well, he need to get some ancestor to teach him about family court and how these baby mama terrorists truly is. From these Al Karens, these Al Quishas, these Al Walamel Nishas, these Al Senoritas, these Al Japans, and everybody else in this motherfucking nation. Not only this nation, but all over the fucking world, except possibly some parts of Africa and the Middle East. You can't make this shit up. See, that's what I'm saying, man. A lot of people will sit back and talk shit and say, oh, you a deadbeat because you say fuck child support. You a deadbeat because you say I wash my hands and moved on. You a deadbeat because you fighting for custody. You a deadbeat because you trying not to get your name tarnished and stained for false lies and allegations. But they won't call her out because it must have been something you did. They will not go against the code. See, again, yes, this is what happens when you have a lack of knowledge. I was one of them people with a lack of knowledge, but at the same time, I wouldn't run around saying I know this, I know that because my ancestors told me the way, but I'm really don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. See, a lot of these people could talk about the black community. They could talk about the economy of the black community. They could talk about how you know what I'm saying, how these Mother Earth saw. They could talk about how these motherfucking, how the back in the day Hotep gods and all these, you can talk about the Israelites. You can talk about how Islam is. You can talk about how Jehovah and Jesus is and everything else. But one thing you can't tell me nothing different when it's talk about this family court and these baby mama tears and government daddy, AKA the unjust system. You can't make this shit up. They don't want to touch that lane. They talk about every motherfucking thing else about the black community except these baby mama terrorists and men trying to be fathers. Because the ones that do be set up for failure because they lose that collection plate. But then when they set up for failure by these same baby mama terrorists, then they call out calling bitches and hoes and pieces of shit and low lives. But how long will that last? How long will that last? And you know what? Shout out to Washi and Stunner. He said, you must not watch or understand about Rashad. Look, what I'm telling you is, bro, I ain't saying he don't talk about child support. I ain't saying he don't talk about baby mama tears. When I'm telling you from this video, what he just said, he said he did not know that if he is not married, he has no rights. And when I'm telling you, just like I'm saying it again, he did not know what the fuck he was talking about when it came to this type of situation when it comes to the courts. Now, what he do on his page, I can't deny what he do on his page. He called out this bitch. He said he been talking about this situation since he started. I ain't denying that. But what I'm saying is he said he did not know about not having acknowledgement of paternity. He have no claim on his kid. He don't. That's the truth. It's not right. It's not fair, but he don't. So that's what I'm saying. Now, as far as him, he been talking about this broad for months. He said he did. I don't know, dude. I wouldn't mind talking to dude. I had no issue with dude. But what I'm saying is, a lot of you pro-black ass Hotep niggas need to start calling out the shit that's going on in the community and quit talking about white supremacy. That's what you need to talk about first. Then you can talk about white supremacy because these same motherfuckers are calling white supremacy. These are the same motherfuckers who walking up in white supremacy. These are the same motherfuckers that's putting their own children in white supremacy, doing the bullshit they do. So that's what I'm saying. So like I said, if you want to change the community, change the mind, change the laws of your mind, you got to call all this shit out. You can't just talk about what's going on over there and not talk about what's going on in your household. That's all I'm saying. So like I said, you can't make this shit up. You know what I mean? But like I said, if I got a lack of knowledge when it comes to this brother right here, tell him to come on here and holler at me so he can school me, because I got no problem with that. Like I said, from what he said, he didn't know about knowledge of paternity. He thought he had rights, and that motherfucking clan member, whatever you want to call her, told him you have no rights regardless what the fuck you say. That's just what it is. And like my man said,
truth is what it is.
But see, here's a situation I don't understand. If I'm calling out what you listened to on the video and you heard what he said, how's I misunderstood? Now, if I fucked up and made a mistake and I misread what the guy said or misheard what he said, that's one thing. But you heard what he said. And I'm telling you, he do not know how it goes when it comes to family court, because if he did, he would know that if you're not married, you have no rights to your child, and you do not do a DNA unless she say so. And in some states, if you turn around and look, and in some states, you turn around and swab that kid and do the shit yourself and go to court and say, yeah, that's not my son, you can go to jail. You can go to jail. My apologies, Stunner. He said, no, I was agreeing with you on this lack of knowledge of the law. 100%. Okay, shout out to you, my brother. But what I'm saying though, did y'all know if you swab your kid's mouth, which I'll still swab my kid's mouth, I'll go to jail. Certain states, if you swab your kid's mouth and you find out that kid or that child is not yours, depending on the state, go in that courtroom, that's not my child. How did you find out, sir? Well, I swabbed his mouth. You can go to jail. I forgot what they call that charge, but you can go to jail for that shit, depending on the state or depending on the county and all that shit. You can go to jail for swabbing your kid's mouth because the bitch did not give you permission. I shit you not. Look it up. Now I don't know what states, because they ain't all states. Because some people who took the swab, they went to court and the judge said, okay, well, let us run the DNA. And then some of them tossed it, some of them said, you know, well, you got to continue to fight. Shout out to Stunner though for understanding where I'm coming from. But like I say, you just can't make this shit up. Shout out to Perfect Blackness for the $5 donation. He said this is precisely why you get the time with your child put down in black and white in court. Yeah, I agree 100%, man. But it's unfortunate that when you go to court, you know what I mean, you fight for your equal parent time, depending on that judge. That judge like, I don't believe in equal parent time. That's what the judge told me. I don't believe in equal parent time. You just can't make this shit up. But motherfuckers tell you all you got to do is walk into court and, you know, you get your child and get what's right and all that bullshit. That's because they know what it is. They don't want to go against the baby mama terrorists. But let's continue. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody follow me can vouch for that. You hear me? Period. All right. So the cop called me back. She like, my mom and I'm like, just calm down. Don't fall into the trap. I'm like, what trap? I'm tired of living in this world. I will die before I live like this. Nigga, what? I'm not the father unless the court say so. Who the fuck y'all think I am? Boy. So the cops say, and that, you know what's crazy, y'all? No matter if I pay child support in Georgia, you still have to pay child support for the child, even if you haven't legitimized them, but he ain't yours. What?
And again, that's what I'm telling you. He don't know about the law. Yeah, you still pay child support even if you don't see your child. See, I'm not sure if he really on child support or if he's just paying her just to be, you know, just keep it filed that I'm doing it. I ain't knocking that, but he's talking about you on child support and he still got to pay child support. You know, he don't see his child. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you do. That's the truth. This is your baby mama Tez, your black queen, your ex-mother, Earth God, and everything else that's trying to set you up for failure to white supremacy. Now, I tell you, a lot of these fake-ass black queens don't give it. They love white supremacy. They talk that shit. No. They love white supremacy. Don't ever believe that they don't like white supremacy. They love white supremacy. They support our king white supremacy. If that's what y'all want to call white supremacy, they love white supremacy. And if you come on my TikTok, they'll tell you the best thing they ever did was create child support. You know what I mean? But then when the father say, okay, well, that's all I'm going to pay, then you want to say he deadbeat. And don't even know the true definition of a fucking deadbeat. You can't make this shit up. Man, and my boy Stunner said they gave my baby mama Terrence full custody and all rights and gave me 24-hour visitation every 4 months. See, I wouldn't even bother. I'll wash my hands and move on. Pay your child support and move on. I would not. I'd be damned. I wouldn't dare. Hey, fam, yeah, hey, reach out to the brother. I don't be knowing these brothers, and some of the brothers I do reach out, they don't respond back. I don't know because they getting their inbox full. Tell them to holler at me. I'll be happy to interview one of the brothers from the conscious community. We need it. I definitely want to talk about it because there's people in here that's conscious, that's for the community, but they also really know what it is when it comes to these baby mama tears in this unjust ass system. You know what I mean? So I'd be willing to interview anybody when it comes to that. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't be going to see my kid on once a month, 4 hours under supervision, and I ain't abusive or nothing like that because she set me up a failure. Oh, no. Nah, man. Let's continue. Praise go out to you, though, bro, on that. That's some fuck shit.
So guess what happened? The cop called back Barrow County, the little racist white bitch. She's on the phone, like, talking shit to me. Like, so I give my mom the phone. She talking shit to my mom. Why are you talking shit to my mom, folks? My mom ain't got nothing to do with this. And my mom is the grandmother. My mother told the police, you know what, ma'am? We'll just take the baby back to the police station. I called Fulton County. Fulton County come to my crib. They like, listen, we can't take that baby all the way out to Barrow County. That's 2 hours away. But what I would tell you to do, I wouldn't take that baby out there because you don't want to get out there, then they try to arrest you. The Fulton County cop was cool as fuck. He was a black dude. He was a god. He was like, boy, I'm gonna tell you this. Don't let them put no APB out on you, man. Because it's a woman's state. You know the way the country is. They gonna flash that all over the news that you stole your child. And I told her, I don't give a fuck. They can flash that shit. This my son. And when y'all come to try to take my son, nigga, y'all have to kill me and my son. Or you gonna have to motherfucking get Jesse Jackson, NAACP, somebody on the motherfucking phone.
Couple of things, man. You talking about get Jesse Jackson and get that NAACP and Black Lives Matter and the Black Caucus. They don't give a fuck about you. When have you heard any one of them 4 motherfuckers talk about child support? When have any one of them 4 motherfuckers talk about fathers' rights? When have any one of these motherfuckers talk about the family black unit? They don't give a fuck about you and your child support or you being a father. They're not going to go against the code either. They pick and choose what they're going to fight. You know, Black Lives Matter is one of them, definitely. You know what I mean? See, they support the alphabets. They're not about the black nuclear family structure. See, and Jesse Jackson, you can forget about him, man. Even back in the day, in his heyday, he picked and choose. He in Chicago. I know about him. Al Sharpton, the Black Caucus, all them boulets and shit like that. See, nah, they not going to do nothing but look out for white supremacists and lure your ass get set up with failure. But what I also want to say is why would you want your son to get X'd out? Ain't no me and my son gonna get X'd out. Now, me fighting and risking my life, yeah, I'll get myself X'd out, but I'm not gonna put my son in the situation because he has nothing to do with this. That's the one you protect. You take the bullet for him, not we take the bullet. That's what these baby mama terrorists do. See, these baby mama terrorists will die with the child. You know what I'm saying? These baby mama terrorists will put their son or daughter up as a shield, and they all can die. No. That ain't how you do things, man. And I have to admit, y'all heard I see what y'all was saying in the comments. Yeah, he is very emotional. He is very emotional. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because you know he in his feelings about some shit he didn't know, and you know, he's trying to change the world or change the universe, and you got a baby mama terrorist trying to set him up for failure. But again, it's better to get the knowledge. And the only unfortunate part is if he wasn't going through this, he wouldn't be talking about it at all. He'll be sitting back talking about white supremacy and all black women are gods, mother earths, and queens, and we must protect them at all costs. Like young Pharaoh. Now he's saying what? Fuck these bitches, and I'm not pro-black, I'm pro-people or pro-human now. You can't make this shit up. Brother Polite, all these black mother earths are gods and shit, but you got the same mother earth is trying to set you up for false allegations. So you say you cannot make this shit up. Let's continue. I'm just saying, let's continue. We just keeping it real here now. Let's keep it real here. Let's continue.
Nigga, we gonna stand off behind this shit. My mama and my wife calmed me down. They said, you know what, babe? Don't even fall for it. We gonna just take the baby back to the police station. So we met at a mutual police station. I think we met at Sandy Springs. We met at Sandy Springs police station. I want y'all to Google. I want y'all, when y'all get off here, go on YouTube. Just put in Rashad Jamal, baby mama. And you'll see me at the police station. IMB Timmy. He right there, he commenting. He right there, he commenting. He right there, he commenting right now. He's the YouTuber. Let me pin him. Boom. IMB Timmy. He's the YouTuber that actually screen recorded, and he has a big YouTube platform, and he put it up there. I swear to God, all you got to do is put in Rashad Jabal, baby mama. Now, hold on. When we get to the police station, the baby's giving up. I tell the police, hey, y'all ain't going to lock the bitch up for filing a false report because she called y'all and told y'all that I kidnapped him. That's a false report. Y'all ain't going to lock the bitch up? Guess what happened, y'all? They didn't lock the bitch up. The miserable bitch enjoyed her summer. Now, when she did that with my son, I'm pulling all this up for a reason. That was the second time she filed a false police report on me. The very first time is when I was actually with her and I was on probation back in 2018. And I said, you know what? I don't even want to be with you no more. I went to leave the house. I left the house, y'all. She called my PO because she didn't want me gone. Hey, he stole my gun. And the ancestors with me so hard, my PO called me. He was like, what the fuck, the mother of your child just called me, Mr. White, and said you stole her gun. I can violate you for that. I told I'm on the phone pleading with my PO in tears. I'm like, come on, Mr. Adams, you know I ain't like that. You come see me every time. You talk to me, you know my character. I ain't dropped dirty, none of that. That bitch lying. Guess what happened? My PO said, okay, let me call her back. An hour or two later, my PO called me and he like, hey, the mother of your child, Darshell Smith, she just gave me a call and she said she found her gun. He was like, you know what? I don't even want you living there with her no more. Do you want me to give you a change of address? This is what my probation officer said. He said, the mother of your child is not mentally fit. He said, when she called, this 2018, y'all, he like, when you want to leave that house, she should have let you left. But when she called me and said you stole her gun, luckily I waited. Because if I would have violated you, you was on your way back to jail. And the whole time, bitch, you got the gun in your room? Facts. All right. That was the first report. False allegation. Second false allegation was right here May 4th when she let me get my son on May 4th. And then May 5th, I wake up to a call from the Barrow County Police Station saying I kidnapped my son and they didn't go lock that bitch up. That's 2 false reports. Now let's talk about the new one. Police running my crib a few weeks ago. I guess why I've been out. Y'all know I've been out of town on the road doing my thing. All right. Well, like I always do, meditating, making videos. Y'all know what I do. Police running in my crib the whole time. It ain't because, guess why they ran in my crib? Because my baby mama went and filed the report and told them that I hurt her daughter. Now check this out. When my wife got the call, the police ran to our crib. We immediately got the calling around. We find out that my baby mama went down to the police. Once again, the same one, y'all, Barrow County Jail, and told them that I hurt her daughter.
You know what? And see, this is the thing. I want y'all men and even the women that support this platform to understand you could be pro-black. I'm going to say it again. You could be Farrakhan. You could be Jesse Jackson. You could be Richard Spencer. You could be a white supremacist. You could be a Nazi. You could be a Klan member. You could be an average Joe. You could be a nerd, a geek, a pimp. You could be whatever. Your man going up in that courtroom. She holler me too. She holler he hit me. She holler he did the R move on me. He touched my daughter. He smacked my son. He did all these different things and he ain't even got to be around. Guess what?
Here I come to save the day.
They don't give a fuck about what you say. They don't. The problem is you're guilty till you're proven innocent. Now, I want y'all to hear what she said. The baby mama terrorist made a phone call saying that he abused her daughter. And he ain't been around her in a couple years. But guess what? She got the law going in on him. Breaking in his house and shit. And this just happens in Barrow County, South Georgia. This happened in Chicago. This happens in Milwaukee. This happens in St. Louis. This happens in Detroit. This happens in Miami. Happened all over this fucking nation, fam. Now, I do agree with him when he's saying that we got to die for something. Yeah, because closed mouths don't get fed. We got to call this shit out to the point where if we got to die, then it is what it is. You're going to die anyway. But these baby mama terrorists, I told you, they will go to these white knights and get them to set you up for failure. That's their job, is to fuck your livelihood up. But then they say I'm wrong because I call out these same baby mama terrorists that we supposed to protect, support, and also shield. And also, we should keep our head low and keep it down and just pay that $2,000 and keep looking out for these whores. See, because we stupid that way, and that's how we supposed to stay. That's why they don't have no problem with alphabets becoming the new dads. That's why they don't mind our sons being emasculated, and they don't mind our sons being son husbands. They don't mind them being weak emotional blue pill, because as long as that happens, then there's more men that's going to be in jail for murder, more on child support, more false allegations, and also more take care of a child that's not even yours. You can't make this shit up.
I can't see you though, bitch.
You know what? I was meant to do the bum bum, But I had to say that I let that play because, yeah, I don't see none of you baby mama tears bitches. I don't. But let me do Law and Order. Shout out to New York City Evolve. How you been, brother? 499 donations. He said all that incense burning and motherfucker. Oh man, my man said all that incense burning and tarot card reading ain't saving you from the baby mama tears and her zaddy. Keep the veins cold. Hashtag truth is what it is. Hashtag New York City love. You ain't lying, my man. Let me play that for you.
Truth is what it is.
Shout out to you, my brother. Couch gang. Shout out to Tim Howard the Fifth for the $5 donation. He said, shout out to Mr. Palmer, still holding it down. Hashtag keep fighting the flight. Oh, keep fight the flight. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, my brother. Yeah, you can read your tarot card. You can read the Ouija board. You can sit back singing Ain't No Sunshine Till She Gone. Whatever the fuck you want to do, gotta do. But that bitch called the police. They coming for your ass. And I mean, again,
Here I come to save the day.
all because you moved on with your life. Not that you didn't want to be a father, but because you moved on and she don't like who the fuck you with. Oh, I can relate to that too, because the bitch finally came out and said that I understand it's not right, you know, putting the kids in a grown-up situation and manipulating the kids and not like them and shit. But it's who he married to. It's who he got with. I just can't let go. Even though the baby mama Tez got her a new nigga, a married nigga, I may add. I ain't interfering in that shit, but you worry about who I'm with and who I'm married. You can't make this shit up. But all these 5 or 6 years you've been saying I'm running for child support and sleeping on the couch, ain't got shit, ain't worth a damn. But at the same time, talking about I'm hiding money. You can't make this shit up. And that's why I say, I don't know what's going on with these baby mama Terrence mind talking about some, I'm keeping the kids away because of who he married and who he moved on with. Bitch, I don't give no fuck about that. Bitch, I wash my hands. I keep my veins cold. I'm living my life to the motherfucking T. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. The only 2 people that I wish I could have back in my life, only 2. Only 2 people I wish I could have back in my life is my mother and my motherfucking father. That's it. If I could lose my parents, and that wasn't a choice. If I could lose my parents after my mom died, my dad died first. After my mom died, I realized then, if I could lose my parents, I could lose any motherfucker around me that I know or don't know. It is what it is. So for you to sit back and talk about some, oh, well, I'm doing it because of who he got with. I just can't get with who he married and who he got with. And you think that's hurting me? You not hurting me, motherfucker. The only 2 people that I wish I could get back in my life, that I'll do anything to have back in my life, is my mother and my father. That's it. So losing my kids, losing my brother, losing my sisters, losing my uncles, losing my grandmother, I love them all. But if I could lose my parents, and I had no choice but to lose my parents because they was time for them to go, I could lose anybody. So do you really think I give a fuck about you not letting me see the kids? Do you really think that? You told all these motherfuckers at county and all these motherfuckers around your family, your friends, that you making me suffer because I didn't want to be a father. But now the truth come out that you saying is because of who I was with, which I said it from the get-go, but I'm lying. I'm on the couch. I ain't worth a damn. You really think I give a fuck? I don't give a fuck if I never see him again. If I'm on my deathbed, I'm not looking for him. I'm not expecting him to come. I got family that love me, and I always have. I didn't come from a broken home. So for a motherfucker to sit back and talking about some, well, I'm doing it because of who he got with and all that shit, even though you with your married nigga, and I ain't interfering with that, something wrong with you. And I hope you tell everybody else so that people gotta realize how dumb fuck you really is, you most educated ass motherfucker you. That's what I said. Truth is what it is, and in due time, as you spread your awareness, brothers, the truth is always gonna come out. It might take some time. I don't give a fuck if I never see him again. That's the truth. And not because I wanted it that way, but because I'll be damned if I be set up for failure from a baby mama tears. And I'll be damned if I let some manipulated ass kids fuck up what the fuck I got going on. Which, you know, me, deadbeat, I ain't got nothing going on. Nah. See, so like I said, if your logic is because of who I got with or who I'm with and because I moved on and all that shit, hey, man, you ain't hurting me. You hurting the kids, because one thing you took from them kids is their innocence. One thing you took from their kids is a father. See, I was raised with my mother and father. See, I know how it is to have a father in my life. See, if I didn't have a father in my life, then maybe it might be different. But I had a father in my life. It's their loss, not mine. See, See, here's the thing, man. You have to realize, keep your motherfucking veins cold because you the one got a lot to lose and this shit blow up in your face. Stress, blood pressure, diabetes, kidney disease, cancer, so on, because you stress about some shit that you didn't cause and that you can't control. Because some punk ass manipulated his kids sided with the baby mama Terrence and want to help aid assist her to set you up a failure. Your mama and your friends and everybody else. You cut them motherfuckers off. Because once you dead and gone, that's when they little guilt come in. They come to your funeral, fight, fake crying and everything, go to the repast, eat a bucket of chicken, then next week back to the baby mama terrorists and manipulate shit they've been doing. See, it's they motherfucking loss, not yours. Just like dude said that played for the Green Bay Packers, the one we talked about, he said, if anything happens to them kids, that's on you and government daddy, not me. Because I did my best. You didn't want to be a father. It is what it is. Fuck them. And fuck you too. See, like I said, it's only two people I wish I could have back in my life. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. That's it. So anybody else, I could lose you. It is what it is. I'll share my tears. I'll hurt, maybe think about you and everything else. But them the only two that I wish I could have back in my life. And I'm 42 years old. If I'm 62 years old, I wish I could have them back in my life. Other than that, that's it. I could lose anybody else, and it is what it is. Remember that. So like I said, don't fall for this bullshit about you need to keep fighting and you losing your livelihood and your home and your family that you got that you take care of and love and shit like that, your businesses and what you got, you lose all that shit for some motherfucker don't give a fuck about you and some bitch they don't give a fuck about them either. All she do is just spend money and let them do what the fuck they want to do and think that, well, as long as you got me, you don't need nobody else. That's why I say I can't wait till they get older and go out that motherfucking bubble. Bitch, you failed them. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to East Senior for the $4.99 donation. Salute Mr. Palmer and the Couch Gang. Yes, sir. Couch Gang. See, that's what I'm saying. See, why these motherfuckers talking about you hurting the father? Yeah, you got fathers commit suicide, fathers that's to be destroyed and everything, but not this nigga over here. That's why I say I don't know what the fuck motherfuckers been telling you that's been going on my end, but I'm gonna let Denzel tell you, motherfucker, what it really is from Malcolm X.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled.
Yeah. I'm one dude that don't give a fuck, and I really believe it. I swear to God, my mama grave, I don't give a fuck. You never bring him around me again, motherfucking bitch. I'm still gonna live my motherfucking life to the T. I'm not going to court talking about he hiding money and he got a YouTube and all that shit, bitch. Nigga, I'm living.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
I ain't that nigga. And I'm gonna continue to live my motherfucking life. I'll be damned if I let some motherfucking manipulated ass kids set me up a failure. It is what it is. Like I said, two people that I give a fuck that I wish I could have come back in my life. That's it. And if I could lose them, I could lose anybody else around me. Now you take that to the judge and tell them what the fuck I said. I don't give a fuck, nigga. So yeah, like I said, this video right here, I could definitely relate to it when it comes to you trying to better yourself and live your life and move on with somebody that's special, that's supporting you and shit like that. Whether you got a woman or you live in a frigid lifestyle or a big towel, black pill, whatever, you do what you got to do and live your life to the fullest and be successful and leave your legacy to people who deserve it. You don't leave it to no whole ass, bitch ass kids that's trying to set you up a failure. And you definitely don't give no $2,000 to a baby mama terrorist that's trying to set you up a failure. Don't be no fool. Nah. So this is why I'm telling you to change the laws of your mind. This is why I'm telling you to keep your veins cold. And this is why I tell you to spread awareness, because a lot of these stupid ass bitches gonna sit back and tell you this shit don't exist. All you gotta do is just go up in the courtroom and they know really what the truth is. But the fact of the matter is they will not go against the code. And like what I say, y'all can sit back and talk about white supremacy all you want, but who the fuck is trying to put you in white supremacy? I'm gonna leave it at that. So let's continue. Like I said, keep your veins cold, fellas. Fuck all that dumb shit.
So the police, hold on, keep in mind, y'all, this the same county. They put out a warrant for my arrest and then transferred it to the U.S. Marshals. So the U.S. Marshals ran in my crib behind another lie that the mother of my child had said. So when we called the lawyer to look at the warrant, the lawyer said that this charge was filed May 25th. Now, hey, y'all, we all in here together, y'all. Let's use our brains, y'all. Let's use our brains, y'all. I pull up to get my son May 4th. You already been holding my son from me. You get jealous when you see me in my nice car with my wife. The next day, you call the police and lie and say I kidnapped my son. That's May 4th. Me and my wife got married May 14th, officially. May 25th, you put a charge in and say that I hurt your daughter who wanted to actually leave with me and my son when we came to pick up my son. Who can't see through that, y'all? I ain't been around you, bitch, or your daughter in damn near 2 years.
Now, you heard what he said, though. He said the same daughter who wanted to leave with him when he picked up his son. So she evidently don't want to be bothered with her own baby mama, Terry's mama. I wonder why. I wonder why. I wonder why. And he said he ain't been around the daughter, but let's continue.
And when I just seen you and your daughter, I told you to give your daughter $100 out of the $2,000 that I gave you for my baby son, Zara White, who I call Zaza. Now, Barrow County, that means May 5th, a police report was filed on me. And 20 days later, May 25th, y'all let the bitch file another one? Y'all didn't do no investigation? You can't see this bitch trifling? Darshell Smith, when I was with her, the bitch wasn't even no parent. Her oldest daughter got caught in sex trafficking at 15. When I met Darshell, her oldest daughter, Dariah Smith, who was another slut, just like her mom, the bitch was 14 with tattoos running away. You know how many times I went to court for my baby mama, oldest daughter, helping them get through that shit when I was with her? I'm like, you ain't gonna raise your fucking daughter, bitch? Look it up.
Now, I want you to hear what he just said. He said her oldest daughter was 14 with tattoos, and she out there hoe hopping, and one of them got caught with sex trafficking. And she said that she was not take care of her children. But you got her pregnant? I want y'all to hear that one more time before I speak my piece.
Who wanted to act next day, you call the police and lie and say I kidnapped my son. That's May 4th. Me and my wife got married May 14th, officially. May 25th, you put a charge in and say that I hurt your daughter who wanted to actually leave with me and my son when we came to pick up my son. Who can't see through that, y'all? I ain't been around you, bitch, or your daughter in damn near 2 years. And when I just seen you and your daughter, I told you to give your daughter $100 out of the $2,000 that I gave you for my baby son, Zara White, who I call Zaza. Now, Barrow County, that means May 5th, a police report was filed on me. And 20 days later, May 25th, y'all let the bitch file another one? Y'all didn't do no investigation? You can't see this bitch trifling? Darshell Smith, when I was with her, the bitch wasn't even no parent. Her oldest daughter got caught in sex trafficking at 15. When I met Darshell, her oldest daughter, Dariah Smith, who was another slut, just like her mom, the bitch was 14 with tattoos running away. You know how many times I went to court for my baby mama, oldest daughter, helping them get through that shit when I was with her? I'm like, you ain't gonna raise your fucking daughter, bitch?
Now, men, this is why I tell y'all, the ones who don't have kids, the one that do have kids, that been there, done that, when you fuck up the first time with the baby mama Terry, this is why I tell y'all, change the laws y'all mind. Investigate who you fucking around with. You walk up in the door, you see a 14-year-old girl with a bunch of tats on her motherfucking face and neck, shit like that, and you see that she's not taking care of her children. Why would you sit back and still have sex with the motherfucker, let her on get her pregnant? Why would you still have sex with her? That's not a motherfucker worth having sex to. That's not worth giving a peen to. Remember what I said? We as men gotta make these motherfuckers earn the peen. That right there, she didn't earn a peen. See what I mean when I say we have to change the laws in our mind? It's bigger than everything else. Because in order for you to get yourself in order to be a red pill, a high value man, or a special guy, whatever, you have to change the laws in your mind. he saw off the top that this bitch was not take care of her kids. He saw that a 14-year-old was running in and out the house doing sex trafficking. He was going back and forth to court trying to keep her out of jail. She had tats on her face, on her neck and everything. She was a hoe. He said the oldest was a hoe just like the mom was a hoe. So in other words, you knew all this, but you still decided to have sex with her and get her pregnant. And now you going through the same shit. See, this is what I mean by us having low self-esteem or low value for different factors. I thought I had a high standard. I thought I had love myself, but I realized I didn't love myself, because why would I deal along with a baby mama terrorist? And I see it for what it is, because I'm trying to stay in my kid's life. But that didn't do nothing but make things worse. Didn't mean a goddamn thing staying as long as I did. So that's what I'm saying, man. Now, motherfuckers, they got tats on their face and all that shit, but it's just as bad. Yeah, let me put that on. Yeah, exactly. You right.
That ass though, right?
See, this is what I'm saying, what I mean by we have to investigate who we're dealing with. I understand she got an ass. I understand she fine. I understand she got more money. I understand she probably weighed a black fish and have her natural hair. I understand she got degrees. I understand she makes 6 figures. I understand she seemed like she's a high value woman. I understand she seemed like a person that's down for you. You have to really ask them questions. Do you believe in child support? Why the daddy's not around? Can I meet the dad? What your mama like? What your daddy like? X, Y, Z. Because if you could find out and interview her like that, I guarantee you it'll save you a lot of headache in the long run. This dude just said a 14-year-old or 15-year-old was out there hoe hopping with tats already when he walked in the door, and she wouldn't even take care of them kids. But yet you had a kid with her. And that's what I'm saying. We have to better ourselves. See, we can't just talk about how we need to say, how we say these black women. We have to save ourselves. We have to save ourselves. We can't protect these black women if we don't know how to protect ourselves. Let's be real here. Let's be real. We cannot protect our family. We cannot protect ourselves. And if we're not willing to protect ourselves, then who the fuck you gonna protect? See? And now, unfortunately, he got to go through this baby mama terrorist bullshit, and now his son got to deal with it. And hopefully he can get custody, but 9 out of 10, child support and family court gonna look out for the whore, because if they ain't give a fuck about the other 2 kids, you can't make this shit up. Y'all definitely take heed to this. Take heed to this, but let's continue.
Look it up. Dariah Smith, which is the daughter of Darshell Smith, got expelled out of Georgia high schools. The bitch dropped out of school, and guess what? She only 19 with a baby now. When I came around, she was 14 going on 15. And guess what? At 15, she got pregnant. We paid for that abortion. At 16, she got pregnant. I paid for that abortion. At 17, the little girl got pregnant, and we made her pay for it. 18, she pregnant again, 19 with the baby.
And he didn't think to leave? See, that's what I'm saying. Long he was sprung, whipped, in love, and wanted to stick around, figure a change and everything, it only got worse. How many of y'all can relate? Now, a lot of us cannot relate to being around daughters and hoe hops and shit like that, but how many of y'all can relate to the fact that we stayed in a relationship as long as we should have because of our kids, because of our maybe y'all had a business together, maybe because she did help you out, and you like, if I lose, the grass might not be big, green on the other side. You were scared to change and shit like that. But this is what I'm telling y'all. Ricardo can relate. A lot of y'all can relate. Y'all ain't got to answer. You know what I'm saying? This is why I tell y'all we have to change the laws in our mind. And yeah, you're right. This is why I'm not mad at y'all when y'all say hashtag SYSBM. I'm not mad at you at all. If you don't save yourself, who else the fuck you gonna save? That's what I say I'm preaching today, and I'm not trying to preach. I'm just telling you. Now, this brother said the ancestors was looking out for him, being safe from white supremacy and everything, but they did not save you from the black baby mama terrorists. Al Keisha, Al Quisha, Al Walla Melanisha. You know what I'm saying? This shit right here, y'all better take heed to these people that y'all sit back, you call gods. Kings. See, they'll talk about everything else, but they won't talk about this. They won't talk about this until it happened to them. And then it might be temporary. I ain't saying necessarily him because I don't know. He's like type he say nigga 100 times. So I can't say him per se. But a lot of these hotel Egyptian tarot card reading, dear Mr. Ouija ass niggas, no, they will not. Because they don't want to fuck up their collection plate. Yeah. See, I'm just saying. Shout out to Kareem from New York, man. $5 donation. Said great show, my brother. Yeah, for sure, fam. And I had this shit a couple of weeks ago, but I said it was time is right. And when I saw that TikTok and the bitch talking that shit, I definitely said yeah. And I was gone for some days. Yeah, today's the day for this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kareem once again. Y'all take heed. And look, y'all, this don't take away the shit he has did, I guess, for the conscious community, the black community, the Hotep community. But when it comes to family court, and when it comes to these baby mama terrorists, y'all need to take heed for everything he's saying that y'all agree with, that y'all don't agree with, that y'all realize like, damn, this dude lost or emotional, whatever. You got to take heed to it all the way around. You have to. You have to. Once he walked in that door and dealt with her or getting to know her, and he saw that bitch 14 with tats all over her neck, he should ask, what the fuck is she doing with tats on her neck? Oh, well, I don't see no big deal. All right, bitch. Out of here. I'll holler at you.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
I'm gone. Peace. God bless you. Assalamu alaikum. Salam, whatever it is, I'll holler at you. Because ain't no way, if you put a tats on a 14-year-old, what you think you're going to let a boy do? That dude going to have pierce in his ears, tats all over his ass at 6. Fuck that. But let's continue.
And see, I seen all that coming. I'm like, I ain't finna stay with your ass, my baby mama, trying to turn nigga to a granddaddy. Your oldest daughter said getting pregnant around this bitch, and you ain't kicking her out the crib. You ain't making her go to Job Corps.
See what I'm saying? He said he saw the future. He said he saw the future. Well, if you saw the future, then, sir, why'd you knock up and get her pregnant? See, this is what I'm saying. Back in the day, we can say, well, I didn't have no father, or I had a father, but he didn't teach me all that. I didn't know. I didn't have no guidance. I didn't have no male figures. You go on motherfucking YouTube now and get you some male figures. You know what I'm saying? You go on fucking Instagram and all these social media and find you a male figure. I'm just keeping it real. A lot of y'all have changed y'all ways because of people off YouTube. Or y'all learn a lot from other people off YouTube. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't let no bitch talk. You look at that, some dude with a suit that's on YouTube. If that help you change your motherfucking mindset to change the laws of your mind, I have no problem with it. Save yourselves, men. Save yourselves, white men. Save yourselves, black men, especially. Save yourself, Latino men. Save yourself, men. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. This day and age, ain't no excuses why you don't have no male figures to get some guidance from. Ain't none. Ain't none. You can talk that shit 20 years ago, 30 years ago. You can't talk that shit now. No. He said he knew what the future's gonna be. Then why the fuck you knock her ass up? Because I'm sure when he walked, he said he'd been around since 14. When he walked in that door, he saw it with tats. He saw it with them tats. That right there was a red flag because the mother had to allow it. Or if she snuck and did it, why you ain't got her ass chained up and locked up or somewhere locked away at a boarding school or some shit. Shout out to Gail Lockett. She over there doing the lead attorney and shit. She's definitely busy doing the Lord's work. Shout out to Gail Lockett. Appreciate you. But yeah, man. That's why I say we have to that's why I say we have to take accountability. I take accountability. Not because I was a pookie or rare piece of shit and all that, but because I saw signs down the line, but I stayed. Because I had high hopes. I did it for the wrong reasons. My mom told me to stay there for the kids. You know what I mean? And she wasn't a baby mama terror. She actually cared about the grandkids. You know, and she was right about what happened if I wouldn't be there. She was right. But when she passed away, it was time for me to go. I didn't have that handcuff on me no more to stay there. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, in this day and age, interview who the fuck you fucking with. Ask them tough questions. I don't care if they get mad, they get offended, they don't like it. That's elimination real quick. Good. Bye. But this dude said he know what he was dealing with. And another thing is this. She have a child? Don't necessarily mean she's a baby mama Terrence chose single motherism. Okay, let me meet the father. Let me see if this dude is a piece of shit deadbeat. That's what y'all call it. Let's see. Yeah, if y'all don't want to deal with single mothers, I understand. But if you decide to deal with somebody that do have a child, interview her, see if you could meet the dude. And if she constantly talking bad about this dude and talking about, oh, I got him on child support, walk your ass on. If she says she don't got him on child support or she let it go and all that shit, okay. Now you want to meet the dude. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to meet her family, see what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now I ain't dropping the string, y'all, because it's going to be kind of long, and then I'm getting the fuck out. That's the only reason it's going to be kind of long. Unfortunately on this one. You know what I mean? But because this one, man, I just got to preach this shit and get the fuck back on the couch. You know, deadbeat like me and shit. But I'm just saying you have to, because some cats on here, you know, said there are women who did not choose single motherism. There's a few cats they ran off at the sunset. We talked some of them on the page. But what I'm saying is we cannot sit back and use that, oh, I didn't know no better move now. Not in this day and age. Oh, fuck that. No. But let's continue what he got to say. Because we ain't got to watch the whole thing because he started talking about some other stuff, but we just talking about this at hand. Let's continue.
You can't see this bitch trifling? Darshell Smith, when I was with her, the bitch wasn't even no parent. Her oldest daughter got caught in sex trafficking at 15. When I met Darshell, her oldest daughter, Dariah Smith, who was another slut, just like her mom, the bitch was 14 with tattoos running away. You know how many times I went to court for my baby mama, oldest daughter, helping them get through that shit when I was with her? I'm like, you ain't gonna raise your fucking daughter, bitch? Look it up. Dariah Smith, which is the daughter of Darshell Smith, got expelled out of Georgia high schools. The bitch dropped out of school, and guess what? She only 19 with a baby now. When I came around, she was 14 going on 15. And guess what? At 15, she got pregnant. We paid for that abortion. At 16, she got pregnant. I paid for that abortion. At 17, the little girl got pregnant, and we made her pay for it. 18, she pregnant again, 19 with the baby. And see, I seen all that coming. I'm like, I ain't finna stay with your ass, my baby mama, trying to turn nigga to a granddaddy. Your oldest daughter started getting pregnant around this bitch, and you ain't kicking her out the crib. You ain't making her go to Job Corps. Then on top of that, bitch, you ain't a fit mom. The mother of my child is mentally unstable to have kids. She don't even supposed to be no fucking parent at all. Just look at the track record with her kids. She had the fucking state of Kentucky was finna lock up Darshell Smith. They had an open case against Darshell Smith because her daughter got caught in sex trafficking at 15. Georgia, did you look into that? No, you didn't. Also, her youngest daughter, who she didn't lie to, told y'all.
Now she asking, did Georgia look into that? They're not gonna look into that. But my question is, did you look into that before you knocked the ass up? I'm just keeping it real. And the reason why I'm keeping it real, because I can't sit back and call out these baby mama tears without calling out our fuck ups and what the fuck we lack on. Now, I don't know if he got with her because before he became who he is today, he was a pookie and he didn't have a place to stay. So he did the Garland move and moved in and got what he got and said, okay, it's time for me to roll, but had a baby while he was there. I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe that was a stepping stone to do what he doing today. I don't know. But what I'm saying is this is why we as men do take accountability. Most of us take accountability. These baby mama tears hoes ain't gonna take accountability. They will sit back and blame you for whatever they fuck up and they livelihood. That's why I say these bitches ain't bitter. They are miserable. They ain't never been done unjustly. They call their own demise. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, be nothing these bitches, yeah. Shout out to Mr. Jap. But that's what I'm saying, man. He said he knew it. And he said he wasn't gonna stay when he kept seeing it and dealing with this shit. He didn't need it no more. Whatever he was getting from him, he was getting, but he didn't need no more, so he jumped ship. Unfortunately, he jumped ship with a kid involved and set the kid up for failure. And unfortunately, a lot of us has did that because these baby mama tears do not love their kids. And government daddy will support them and give them primary custody. So you decide, well, I'm not finna die young for these motherfuckers. Let me wash my hands and move on. And if you still want to blame you, nah, bitch, it's on you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Shout out to Kwame for $5 donation. He said, when did pro-black start endorsing abortion and Planned Parenthood? I ain't never seen none. They always say they're against it. I'm be honest with you. If the man don't want to be a father and she don't want to take care of that child, I say do it. I don't have no problem with it. But it's unfortunate that fathers tell a woman, well, I'll take the child, I'll get full custody, I won't bother you, I'll sign your rights away. They rather do the abortion or give it to the state or give it to somebody else, give it to the churches, give it to the police stations, to the motherfucking fire department. Anybody but the father. You can't make this shit up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know if he had a father in his life. Most likely he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Most likely he was raised by a mother. You know what I'm saying? No father. And that's another factor why shit happens that's why a lot of us get through the situation we do. You know what I mean? In his situation, you know, he chose to be around the shit till he was able to get on his feet. And when he got on his feet, he said, it's time to go. I can afford to leave. Let's be real. So 9 out of 10, either he was a Pookie or a Ray Ray, or he was a dude that was trying to get on and get by, and he just settled for less. Again, a lot of us had low value, and we lowered our standards to get to where we had to go. That's the truth, and that's what he did. Now, who he is today don't take away from what he's doing now, but like I said, when I say keep it real and tell your truth, is keep it real and tell your truth. You can't just talk about your ancestors, your Ouija board, and your Torah, and your incense lighting. We got to talk about everything. We can't just talk about white supremacy if you got these black supremacist baby mama terrorists setting our communities up for failure. Shit, but shout out to Kwame, bro, for the donation, man. I ain't never heard it either, man. Shout out to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gonna learn today. And that's what I say. Y'all bitches come on here, talk shit on TikTok and all that shit, but y'all still can't prove me wrong. You just say I'm bitter. And I'm like, do you really know the definition of the word bitter? Y'all using the wrong definition. Let's continue, though. It ain't over with yet. Let's continue.
She had a fucking open case against the state again in 2018 for the little 10-year-old daughter because they said she was abusing her. The little girl went to school with bruises on her, and the motherfucking people came to our house. And they made my baby mama go in one room, and they questioned me. They questioned the youngest daughter, which is Pocahontas, the one she's trying to say I didn't hurt. And they questioned Ochai. And they asked all of us, is it abuse going on in this house? Or if I would have said, yeah, her ass was gone. Bitch got back-to-back open cases on her when it comes to her kids. The bitch on Section 8. She 41 on Section 8.
And he said she's 41 on Section 8. So that means she's been on Section 8 even when you was dealing with her. And again, like I tell y'all, I know getting with somebody on Section 8 is an easy pump and dump or easy hit. All you gotta do is give her $100 in the blunt in the mouth. All you gotta do is just come in there, buy a loaf of bread and all that shit. You know what I mean? A business deal or whatever. That's when I guess you got the bread. But you go up in there talking about you moving in with her, you dealing with her. It was all good just a week ago. Also, I want to give a shout out to the first dislike. I figure I'll get a dislike, but I ain't tripping. I'm surprised only the one dislike. Without further ado, I'm going to let Reverend X give a shout out to the dislike because the dislike is better than no likes. Shout out to Reverend X.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Not at all, because the truth is what it is. And yeah, like I say, he says she's 41, still on Section 8. So that means she's been on Section 8 when he met her. She been on Section 8 for a long motherfucking time. She ain't just get on Section 8 at 39. I guarantee it. See, again, it was all good just a week ago. See what I mean by when I say us as men have to take accountability? We have to change the laws in our mind and fix ourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. We have to call out these baby mama terrorist whores. We got to call out government daddy first because they the reason why this happened. They allow it. They give them all these benefits and everything else, set men up for failure of all colors. This is why I do what I do. And I don't give a fuck what the fuck you think, bitch. That's a fact. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I shit you not. A lot of people say that maybe I need therapy because it seems like I got hate. I ain't walking around beating up motherfuckers and killing 12-year-olds over memory cards and shit. All I'm doing, I'm just calling down and telling the truth. They say Farrakhan was a hater and a black supremacist, and all he was doing, calling out the truth. But I get it.
You can't handle the truth.
You know what I'm saying? This is why a lot of women hate their mothers because they realize they wasn't shit. But like I said, the majority is not gonna go against the code. But yeah, she's on Section 8 of 41, and there's a lot of women on Section 8 who got money. So a lot of them don't. But a lot of these niggas will still fuck with her and call her Mother Earth and gods and justify why they do what the fuck they do. You can't make this shit up. Yeah, well, you're right, Misfit. We're brothers, not competitors, but unfortunately, you got these cyber forces that will come to these bitches' defense anyway.
Here I come to save the day.
Yeah, but let's continue.
Now, baby mama drama, that's all cool. That ain't nothing. But when you go put a case on me and say I hurt your youngest daughter, I ain't even been around your ass. And then for Barrow County.
See, he said the baby mama drama, he cool with all that. That ain't shit. But to accuse me of beating your daughter and shit, that's still baby mama drama. Just let y'all know. Anytime your baby mama cause havoc, it's baby mama drama. Whether she call the police, whether she lie on you, it ain't just always going to court for child support. If your baby mama try to cause havoc, any type of harm, lying and all that shit, yeah. You right. I give him the buzzer. I'll give him the buzzer.
You fucking income fucking poop.
Anytime your baby mama terrorist cause any type of drama, it's baby mama drama. She's causing havoc in your life, whether it's about child support or using her other kids as pawn to set you up for failure or whatever. You know what I mean? Let's continue.
For y'all to put the fucking case in, knowing the bitch just filed the false report 20 days prior. We found out that this fucking warrant been out for my arrest since May 25th. We didn't know shit about it. I'm in Atlanta. I'm everywhere. I'm all out every day. And my followers know that. But guess what, y'all? You think the marshals trying to hear my side? No, they're not. They just know they got my name. In Barrow County, did they call me? Did they call my family? Did they do an investigation? Did they see what? That it's a chat, that it's a back and forth custody battle going on, and this bitch has filed numerous false reports on me? Did they even look at the fact that I just gave her $2,000 for my son, and then the next day she lied and said I kidnapped him? Let's not forget about that. She called the police and said I kidnapped him. And had I not went to the police station to drop my son off, bro, they was gonna put the charge out. So now you think I'm supposed to go sit in jail behind a lying-ass vindictive bitch? You think I'm supposed to go through the courts and prove my innocence? Gee, y'all don't feel where I'm coming from, G. You don't feel where I'm coming from, G. This the same state in court that took my son. This the same state that let this bitch file 3 false reports on me and y'all ain't touched the bitch. Y'all know why they ain't touched the bitch? Because the bitch ain't doing shit with her life. But what is Rashad Jamal doing on the planet? Right. So no, it's deeper than my baby mama. They're using her as a medium. Now, let's look at the county. Y'all.
Now, he's saying that, it's deeper than the baby mama terrorists. He's right to a certain point because government daddy allows these baby mama terrorists, white, black, blue, or green, our Karens, our Quishas, our senoritas, to do the shit that they do because it benefits them to get the $51 billion. And not only that, get your ass in criminal court, get you locked up and treat you as a fucking slave. So he's right to a certain point, but the baby mama terrorist is the one who dialed 911. The baby mama terrorist is the one who's doing the false allegations. The baby mama terrorist is one using her other daughter as a pawn to set you up for failure. And she's also using your son as a pawn to set you up for failure, kidnapping all this shit. So we could holler white supremacy, but who was the one making the phone call? White supremacy ain't put a gun to her head. She made a choice. This is why I say what I say. Yeah, number one, family court. But these baby mama terrorists, the same one that say we support our kings, are the same one that run to family court. We're not talking about the one that's on welfare that's getting a check and she want to get extra money and handouts. We talking about the one that run the court because they can. But let's continue. Let's hear what he's talking about with the county courts and the county. Let's continue.
I'll go Google Barrow County. Barrow County, Georgia, has open cases on them for killing they detainees and inmates. So it just so happened Barrow County is one of the racist counties in Georgia. They still hanging niggas. They still hanging black people in Georgia. They still killing motherfuckers in Georgia, and they keep it on the hush.
Oh, shit. My bad. I muted my mic. The white man is the new niggas when it comes to family court. I don't have to even say that no more. See, that's what I'm saying. These baby mama tears sit back and talk about the white man or the true alphas and Chad and Brian speaking about black men when the majority of the 70% of white people are white men who are being set up for failure the most. The highest suicide rates of all, paying the most money, most on child support. But of course, it's 70% of white folks. It's only 13% of us. The problem with us is we on child support at a high rate. But yes, the white man are the new niggas. And this is why I tell y'all sit back and talk about these white women of gods when the majority of these white Alcans are the reason why the Me Too and everything, why men of all colors been set up a failure since back in slavery until now. It was always a Me Too. You know what I'm saying? Rosewood. Oh, he raped me. Black dude. Destroy the city or destroy the country. Black Wall Street. He touched me on the elevator. Destroy the whole motherfucking city. You know what I'm saying? I hate these motherfucking earpieces. But he destroyed the whole motherfucking city. Emmett Till, he whistleblowed at me. They killed him, decomposed his face because a white woman, Al Karen, said me too. And then 100 years later, she come out and said it was a lie. Let's also talk about the 10-year-old. I think he was 10 or 14 years old. He was the youngest person to be electrocuted. I think it was in 1934, 1932. I forgot his name. I think his last name was Shunny. But he was 14 years old, and he was accused of killing 2 little white girls. They knew he didn't do it. But they hollered me too, these Al Karens, and he was electrocuted. And then we could talk about Arkansas. I forgot the city, but again, he raped me, he touched me. And guess what? The whole city or the area of the black family was set up for failure. So don't tell me that the Me Too movement just started a couple years ago. The Me Too movement started by these white Al Karens, the worst baby mama terrorists on the planet. White men are the new niggas when it comes to family court. They struggle way more, suffer way more than we do. That's why I say as men, we need to put our difference to the side, come to one accord and try to make change. Yeah, Stemmy. Yeah, he was 14, 13, and he was falsely accused. So don't tell me that when these baby mama tells black queens sit back and call these white men they kings, God, and white knights, whatever the fuck they want to call it, they've been lying to you, and I'm gonna let Denzel speak for Malcolm X.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
And yes, Elaine, Arkansas. Y'all know I ain't lying. So truth of the matter is these Alcans are the worst baby mama terrorists on the planet, regardless of what these black ass queens do, because they got history. They got history of setting all men up in different race, different colors, different ethnicity up for failure. Even when they call the police on you right now, they can say, and all you doing is stand there filming they dumb ass. Oh, police, please come quick. They trying to attack me and beat me. Hoping for the police to come out, shoot first and ask questions later. You can't make this shit up.
Biatch.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, see? So yes. So that's why when they sit back and say black men are the worst black, I laugh like a motherfucker. About only black men complain about child support and alienation and all that shit. I laugh because, like I said, fathers' rights will not be fathers' rights if the white man didn't create that shit over 50, 60 years ago. Because this shit been going on for them. We just been going through it after good old welfare and J. Lyndon B. Johnson welfare and all that shit, and aid assisting these black baby mama terrorist queens and keeping the men out the household. You can't make this shit up. So that's what I'm saying, man. If y'all really want to talk history to come to that shit, let's talk history. Let's stop talking about these goddess queens and white supremacy this and white supremacy that, when you got these same black motherfucking whores calling white supremacy. Let's continue so I get the fuck off this chair and get back on the couch.
Google it. Google Barrow County inmate deaths, nigga. You look it up. They just killed the nigga 2 months ago. You look it up. You look it up. I told y'all this day was coming, didn't I? Because look, I'm not turning shit in. Nigga, y'all is going to be a full-fledged standoff behind this shit. Nigga, y'all better go get Jesse Jackson, end up, whatever the fuck y'all got to do. You hear me? Whatever the fuck y'all, because I ain't turning shit in, boy. I ain't going to sit in no cell for no motherfucking I ain't did shit. For no vindictive bitch. And y'all want me to go sit in this motherfucking racist ass county where they killing niggas for no reason while y'all try to figure out what's going on? See, has always been my problem with the country. Y'all make it way too easy for a motherfucker to just say something, and now y'all want to go send y'all U.S. Marshals and the feds after niggas? Nigga, y'all was gonna come at me regardless. Y'all been sending me death threats for months for teaching. I speak out against pedophilia, nigga. I speak out against sex trafficking, nigga.
I want to give a shout out to my boy Tola for $2 donation. He said, back in the house soon, Mr. P. Black Fist Love. All right, brother. Appreciate you. You know, the thing about it is, even though he called out his baby mama Tez, called out type bitches, hoes, talked about how she really is, and that's good. I'm glad. But at the same time, he's definitely trying to keep his followers intact with his white supremacy shit. Not saying that he's not getting threats, because if he's out here calling out racism and pedophilia and all that shit, I bet they are. If he's really growing like that, I bet they are. But the problem is, you turned this baby mama terroristic to is bigger than her bullshit when she's the one who's doing all the fuck shit. White supremacy ain't coming to her door and say, hey, set him up for failure. She made a choice to set you up for failure because you moved on and found somebody better, and you living your life to the fullest, and you're not stopping what you got going on. And shout out to you for that. But then you put up the white supremacy and you saying that it's bigger than that. But in this situation, white supremacy ain't got nothing to do with this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let me give him a few more minutes and I'm out of here. This shit shouldn't have come to an end.
I expose too much truth, nigga. I'm not know anybody, nigga. And then y'all looking for me. So you telling me the bitch gave y'all my name and y'all ain't looking for me on social media? There's no way. I'm on social media every day. The whole world know who the fuck Rashad Jamal is and what I stand for. So you telling me when she told y'all that, y'all ain't gonna look? I done been to jail before, nigga. I beat attempt murders, nigga. I know how the system work, nigga. You immediately gonna look that nigga up. And when you look me up, oh shit, he's saying this, he's saying that. Oh yeah, let's definitely get him. Think I'm stupid? And then y'all come running my crib and show you how the ancestors work. I wasn't there, nigga. Y'all just would have got on the internet like, and it just would have been a nationwide news, nigga.
He said he beat attempt murder and his ancestors saved him. With that being said, that's all we need to listen to. Y'all heard enough, because he's talking about white supremacy and how the county is, which he's not lying about how it is out there. Black men are found hung, and then they say it's suicide. So that is true. But in this situation, it's the baby mama terrorist who's setting up your demise, homie. That's the truth. Don't get me wrong. You know, when it comes to the courts, they assist all these baby mama terrorists, white, black, blue, or green. Don't make a difference what color you are. So again, I want y'all to take heed and learn from this situation. You got Young Pharaoh calling this shit out now. You got Brother Polite. You see what he's going through. Umar Johnson did call us out some time ago, but now he went back to the code because he didn't want to lose his money. Now you got another brother instant using ancestor having and then Mr. Ouija boy using brother who dealing with a baby mama terrorist who's 41 years old, still on welfare, well, Section 8, and not even take care of her kids, abusing one kid and having another one at 14, getting tattoos, 3 abortions, and finally had one at 19. And you still had a kid with her when you had a chance to run off to the sunset. You cannot make this shit up. Shout out to my boy Wise Motivation for the $10 donation. He said, you can say the world, but can't escape the baby mama terrorists. Yeah. Man.
Truth is what it is.
Yeah. That's shout out to Wise Motivation. Dislike removed. That's fine. But the thing about it is, like I told y'all, I meant what I said from beginning all to the end. These baby mama terrorists, whether they got money, whether they on welfare, whether they on lean cob, whether they got degrees. I told y'all the worst motherfucker baby mama terrorist is the one who got 6 figures, got degrees, and got a profession and a license because it's a shield to hide behind. Government daddy gonna look out for all these whores, but them are the worst because they got the money to try to go back to court and say, oh, he got this, he got that, and lie and try to frame you and buy kids and all that shit. This is why I tell y'all to wash your motherfucking hands, move on, hide your money, and make sure you let them think whatever the fuck they want to think. You have nothing to prove with these baby mama terrorist whores. And you definitely don't look out for no manipulated ass kid either. Do like Jerry Lewis and leave nothing to them fake ass motherfucking manipulated ass kids. Leave it to somebody else that deserve it, or give it to the fucking dog. Y'all need to take heed. Like I say, this don't take away the brother with the knowledge and stuff he put out there that y'all say he do put out. But when it comes to child support, when it comes to family court, when it comes to acknowledgement of paternity, when it comes to the laws, he's lacking big time. He's lacking big time. So I hope the brother, the conscious Lee, take heed and want to do a dialogue with me so we can talk about this, because the sister that was on TikTok said that it's the man's fault, and that's what he says. So I want him to come on here and prove me wrong, because I will talk to anybody, whether it be pro-black, whether it be conscious, whether if you baby mama, it don't make me no difference. You know what I'm saying? We hear the dialogue and go from there. So yeah, like I said, y'all, I've been gone for a couple of days, but I'm back in full effect. Ain't shit changed but the news and weather over here. These baby mama terrorists gonna continue to get mad, and I'm gonna keep living my life to the fullest and keeping my veins cold. Y'all do the same thing. Shout out to the baby mama terrorist bounty hunters. And like I said, this baby mama terrorist is guilty, but also this brother is guilty for accepting all that shit he could have avoided. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer. It's almost 2 hours and 20 minutes. I actually thought it was gonna be longer than that. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all support, the donations. I'm back cooking. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get back on the couch. So y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about this. You know, what's y'all thoughts, innocent or guilty to both of them motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Fuck child support. Peace.
Baby mama terrorists. BMT. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. Riding around, try to play the Romans, innocent with an evil soul. In public, wearing fake hellos. Behind closed doors, she rocked them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong. Knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat, bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worried about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coat. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
Truth is what it is.
That ass though, right?